What's going on, guys? I'm here. It's early and I'm on time. It's a first. So, hope you're all doing well this fine afternoon. Um, I'm happy to have an early stream with you guys, of course, because more of you are online or at least awake. And it's a pretty memorable day. As you can see here, I've got one of the first videos I've ever watched from Vincent pulled up because it says 1 year anniversary, I guess, since his death. And he touched a lot of lives. He reached out to a lot of people, and he's still affecting a lot of lives to this day in a good way. But I wanted to play a little bit of the first video that I was shared with. I believe it was through one of Pop's streams, and you know, um, it kind of got me on the hook for the MGTOW lifestyle and doing things and you're living your life your way for you. And Vincent was a one of a kind. He was an absolute one of a kind. He cared about people right up until his last moments, and even in his very last video that he posted while he was in the hospital, I mean, his initial thoughts were always for everyone else, his friends, his family, and for us in the community. Um, and this was obviously, I believe, just about a day and a half before he passed away. So I wanted to share the little moment that I got hooked on Vention with you guys, and we'll let this play a couple minutes because I thought it was pretty good. He talked about how he had found his perfect MGTOW paradise in this area that he moved to. So I wanted to play a little bit of this for you guys.
Hey, MGTOWs, this is Vincent. Boy, I really need to trim these grapes or they're going to take over the whole house. Well, I'm just hanging out here, living the dream. Enjoying the MGTOW lifestyle. Good times. Basically, I just got back from a trip to another state, and I've been looking at some houses over there, and I found a couple of really nice places. Well, they're sort of fixer-uppers, a little bit like this place, but they're on like very close to this lake, like within a half a block, and it would be awesome for like getting a little sailboat and sailing around and learning how to fish. Good times. So basically, and it has like a very an RV, a covered RV pad, so that I could do that mobile lifestyle thing. And it has a beautiful shop with like a second floor on it, and it's got it's on 1.5 acres, I think, or something very close to that. And right next to it, there's a slightly smaller house with a lot bigger lot, like 6 acres. So either one of those houses would do nicely. And so I'm getting my paperwork done. The plan is to get a mortgage approved, and then and then buy that house, just buy it, and then begin the process of moving in. I'll be able to take all the time I want. I'll own both houses, and I'll just be able to like load up at my leisure and make a trip over there and sort of camp there, and then rest up for a day, and then turn around and come back and make another trip, and not killing myself, not stressing myself out. Most other times I've moved, I had some kind of time limit, but as far as this goes, I'll be able to take all the time I need. Yeah, good times. And I love being able to be completely autonomous on this. If there's nobody that I have to consult, there's nobody that has the ability to like threaten me with divorce if I don't do exactly what she wants me to do, right? And so basically, not a bad situation. This trailer is nearly done. I just took a little bit of, I kind of hurried up a little bit and hit it up with the primer before I took off on the trip. So all the time I was on the trip, it had time to dry. And this is the way with the materials I have, and I don't really have the ability to make a very strong rear gate that could like be used as a ramp. I would need metal for that. And I don't know if I would be able to make it really robust enough to make it do well. So I just sort of came up with this idea on my own. We've got, here's the back, and these are going to be the latches right here, as you can see. And then what I do is I just drop those latches into these slots. Then I'll have a locking device. These like little bolt locks on the side. Then basically the boards go in like so. Trailer's a bit warped. It's seen some hard use before I ever got a hold of it. Anyway, then this little bolt lock will go right here. And that will hold, that'll keep the gate from vibrating out. And at the same time, it'll prevent the sides from, if I have it like loaded with something like brush or a lot of, I don't know, who knows, whatever I have in here. But anyway, this thing will prevent the sides, which are not very strong, from going out or being sort of flaring out or sagging outward. And it'll also hold the gate down. And then I'll take a couple of these little handles, probably stick it there and there. Then I'll be able to easily lift the thing in and out. That's the plan. But today, I'm going to put the final coat on, the exterior white paint. And then I think I'll just roll it on. And then once it's dry, I'll put the handles and everything on it. And then the trailer will be done. Then it'll be ready for its first trip to my new location. Good times. So yeah, it's that lake house will be like a dream come true, like a beautiful, huge shop, way bigger than what I've got here. And 3-bedroom, 2-bath on about 1.5 acres. It's fully fenced. Geez, it looks like exactly what the doctor ordered. And because it's close to the lake, the water table will be high. So chances are anything I plant there, if I use, reasonable common sense, it'll get all the water it needs from the water table. So yeah, I'll be able to plant fruit trees, raspberries, grapes, pretty much anything I want. And then of course I will take off to Mexico and finish up this cancer treatment. And then probably then next spring, I'll spend some time with my dad, of course, and then take off north and probably do permaculture projects in the summer. So that's the plan. Good times. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to get on this painting. And don't get married.
I personally loved all those last comments he made. I want to welcome to the stream Brother Indy and Brother McDowell Outlaw. What's going on?
Don't get married. Cheers,
Vincent.
What's up, guys?
Oh, well, like everybody saying our 1-year farewells to a good brother that we lost. Personally, like I said, the last videos he made from the hospital, I mean, even then, he was still thinking about everybody else over himself. And he was a good man. And unfortunately, he was taken from us all far too soon. Wherever you are, Brother Vincent, I hope you're happy.
Thank you, brother.
Amen. So, on other light notes, how is everyone tonight? I see we got Doug and holy shit, everybody's here. Tom, Mr. Pliskin.
I thought I saw Saunders too.
I seen Father Saunders, Brother Angler, David. Holy crap! Everybody showed up. I appreciate it, guys. Brother Doug's here.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
it's nice to remember our fallen brothers. You know, we had
Yeah.
Paul Proteus, who died
Hmm.
pretty much just before Vention. Well, I guess no, it was
Yeah.
about a year before Vention. Holy fuck!
Was it a year?
I think it
Might have
was.
been.
I think it was like 9 or 11 months before Vention, and he was here one day, gone the next. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, I arrived to the party late, man. Everybody, was already gone, but by the time I got here, so.
well,
But I'm
that's
just now going back and learning about them.
like I said, they were great guys. You know, there's a lot of them that we've lost and people have just forgotten. You know, and
Yeah.
they were good teachers. They
Yeah.
were good people to get information from. They were sharing it like freely, willingly, and they just wanted everybody to basically not fall into the same fucking traps or the same fucking scams that we all get sucked into.
Well,
You know.
coming out of the blue pill, you could ask questions and they didn't make you feel like you were stupid or anything. They helped you with the transition to seeing things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the red pill, we all know that the red pill is hard to fucking swallow, man.
Hmm.
We have that rage moment. Almost all of us go through the red pill rage.
Hmm.
And there's a lot of men that cannot take it. You know what I mean? They get that big hard dose of reality, and like I mentioned on Hamster Stream today, they don't know what to do with themselves, and they cry out for help, and it just falls on deaf ears because
Yeah.
nobody gives two fucks about us. Outside of our community, people don't give a shit. They're actually trained not to. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
we got the butthole commander here. But yeah, no, it's one of those days, But I like Vincent wouldn't want us to all be sad and moping around. He would want us to be celebrating our lives and the way we live our lives to the best of our abilities, and that would definitely I think would make him happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Uh,
moving forward.
to keep his memory alive in that sense, yeah. You know.
I think of it like my granddad, who's been gone about 20 years this month, and like Vincent, I wonder what they would say if they were still here about a lot of this stuff. If they knew what was going on now, I wonder what they'd have to say about all this.
Well, Outlaw, like you stated in your video, buddy, I think that I have to agree that when you say that if they had the chance to come back, they'd stay gone. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
They would not want a second go at this.
Yeah.
What's up, Primo? But yeah, I just wanted to have my say on my thoughts on what he taught me, and what he taught a lot of the other guys,
Yeah.
and what he's still teaching to this day, because luckily they haven't struck his channel down. What's up, brother
Yeah.
Bob? Um, so I'm gonna keep his memory alive in my own way, right? I
Right.
don't have I do what I can for adult men, and I'm gonna keep doing what I can for the next generation coming up, so that hopefully something will stay with them, and they won't be indoctrinated as easily into this new post-apocalyptic world. I know that's a gamble of long odds because it's in the schools. The mothers, they're getting them first, and right now these kids are at more risk than ever.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
Definitely.
mean, Christ, up here they want to mutilate them day and night. It's just insane. But we'll see what it comes to. A lot of people, like I said last night, are getting completely fed up with shit, and they're done talking. No thanks. We are gonna fucking solve this solution ourselves, right? What's the old saying? shoot, shovel, and shut up.
There you go.
There you
That's
go.
it.
There you go. Oh, and a bit of an update on the Halloween event, guys. I am gonna shut the PayPal down, or the fundraiser, tomorrow night, because I'm really running out of time before I can order the parts and get them on time through Amazon that I need. So I'm gonna be using the funding or whatever's there to get all the parts that I need and lay out everything else that I need to still do for the event. If people in the community that were going to donate, decide not to, I won't be able to do as much. So I'll just be able to do what I can. Either way,
Hey,
yeah, brother.
no, you got to do what you can with what you
Hmm.
got.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to have both ATVs up and running for them so that they can, have a chance at two of them. I got enough candy bought, I think, to make ridiculously awesome gift bags, but in my eyes, they're just average. To everybody else, they're like, that's way too much. I think they have a lack of imagination, personally. You know what
Yep.
I mean?
Oh yeah.
But I can't thank you guys enough for helping out in every way that you did. And, I know this isn't your guys' community even, but you guys have donated most of the funding to this. And I can't even get some local people to give me some fucking old corn stock. They want to sell them to me.
Yeah.
That was heartbreaking.
Mm.
That was heartbreaking. But either way, I started kind of doing a trial period last night when I couldn't sleep to put the gift bags together to see what I would give them, and how I would build these bags. And I got told that that was way too much. So I think those people suck. Maybe I should show you guys. Right? You guys will agree with me that it needs to be a little bit more. Hey, fuck yeah. Uh, hey man, like I said, some kids might not get too far. So I definitely want them to come here, and I'm hoping to have like at least 150 kids. I've been
That'd be a
told that,
nice number.
yeah, I've been told that most likely I'm only going to get about 100, and that's even after a few years of handing out pretty decent gift bags. But this year is going to top the fucking charts, and I'm hoping we'll get 150 because more the merrier. But yeah, I gotta start packing these fucking things.
Oh yeah, no shit.
Yeah, no, it's gonna take a while. I sat down last night, like I said, and sorted everything out and started trying to basically do a dry run on how to pack these things for them. And I was like, holy fuck, maybe the bags I got weren't big enough. You know what I mean?
That's why
Fuck 'em.
Are you putting them in like how? What's the bag size?
Well, it looks, now that I've got them open, it looks like they're essentially like a medium-sized popcorn bag, if that makes any sense. It's like it's yeah, that's the best way to describe it, like a medium-sized popcorn bag. And the way I had them filled up, I could just like get the top together to like staple it. So it's a fairly decent bag. There's like 2 pounds or a pound and a half worth of candy and chips. You know what I mean?
Shoo,
Like that shit is fucking stuffed in there.
shoo.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I think that's awesome. But I was told, oh, that's too much. I was like, says who? Like, what the fuck? Where's the limits here? But yeah, fuck, I wish I could use the community forum on YouTube so I could post pictures to you guys all the time, but I don't have the ability to use it. Uh, but yeah, I'm I'm definitely thinking they're going to be happy with the gift bags. And like I said, I would really like to get enough together to have like hot dogs for everybody and stuff. But that will probably be the first thing to be cut out, because obviously the quad parts and stuff all have to come first. and I'm trying, like, I may have overestimated or got overexcited about using the extra that was given to me by the lady I did the job for, and thinking that, you know, everybody else who pledged money would bring it in. And if they don't, well, now I've got 2 ATVs and not enough parts for both, right? So that would suck. That would suck. So either way, I got to get the both ATVs fucking sorted out, refixed or repolished, and looking good and running properly first. And if the hot dog thing doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Right. But I'll still have lots of treats for them, and they can all still, you know, throw in their names to try to win one of these 2 quads, which I personally think they're going to love.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Get them out of the house.
Fuck yeah, buddy. Get them out of the house. And I mean, this is a great season for it, right?
Oh, yeah.
They can
Dude,
go,
the weather's been perfect here lately, man.
Yeah.
Well, we've had some chilly nights, but today was extremely fucking hot. Cold in the morning, but extremely hot now at midday. It went back up to like 36 degrees or something.
Mm.
But it's gonna be fucking awesome, dude. These kids are gonna love it, and I can't wait. I just cannot wait to do it for them. Thank you, brother Pliskin. Appreciate your donation. Or sorry, JR. Pliskin JR. Sorry, I see their real name first, and I tried to remember which one goes to the real name. Thank you, brother JR. But it's going to be an awesome time. And like I said, I'll definitely be live streaming it for you guys, and you know, I'll probably repost it to the community forum as well and try to stream it there. But I don't know how to work that. So I'll have to figure that out as I go. But either way, it'll be a good time. And, you know, you guys get to watch the whole thing. So that aside, gentlemen, what's new and exciting today?
Trying to get this beer down. God damn it.
God damn it, Andy.
He has to pull a question right in the middle, you know.
Were you shotgunning or what?
Yeah, well, it's one of those where you start getting to the bottom of it, starts getting warm, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You.
We got my dad well, sorry about that.
Oh, it's all good.
We got my dad situated, so we got his ramp built and got his wheelchair and everything in. So my dad's doing great. For anybody who was keeping up with that, you know, unfortunately he lost a leg in all this, but you know, we're learning.
How's he dealing with the whole, like, you know, heart thing?
I don't, you know, we're just taking it a day at a time. You know,
Right.
He's trying to get adjusted to it, and he still has phantom pains from time to time, saying that he feels his leg. And I don't know, guys, it's just something I never thought I'd see my dad go through, you know?
I understand that, buddy. Like my dad had the whole tracheotomy thing done for throat cancer. And, you know, it was strange to see him like that. And unfortunately, he passed away before I got home to even, like, see him in person. So, you know, appreciate the time that you got with your dad.
Yeah.
Just like Vincent, you know, they could be here today and gone tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to get better at that myself, you know, reaching out to family members and whatnot. Unfortunately, you know, they have busy lives too.
And they're assholes, some of them.
Some
Oh,
of
me
them are
too.
assholes.
Well, me too. You know, me and my dad, we weren't close growing up. You know, it's one of those things that I think about a lot of times, you know, all the lost time that I lost.
Yeah.
So we're trying to work on that.
No, that's good, buddy. I mean, making up for lost time is it's all you can do in the end, right?
Yeah.
I
Oh yeah.
might not see my kids till they're in their fucking 20s. You know what I mean? But I'm
Yep.
gonna do what I can to make up for lost time when I do see them again. Should I live, right?
Hmm.
Um, oh, I don't know. It's a tough situation that we get put in, and like I stated, it's hard for some men to reach out and find any kind of connection with others. There's shit that I tell you guys way more than I ever talk to my family about these things
Well, and
because
go ahead.
sorry, I was gonna say they can't understand it. Most of them can't understand it.
Well, I just family. You try to have a relationship with them, and they want to take advantage of it. Some of them, you know what I mean. But it's kind of
Yeah,
like it. Blood means that you're supposed to drop what you're doing, help me. But I have a critique that I'll deem whether I should help you or not. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
yeah,
And some people different have a lot of their families like that. None of them are, you know what I mean? But that's tough having a relationship with family when they just want stuff.
yeah. What's
Hmm.
up, brother Hemi? Is this early enough for you? Yeah, riveting reel, no problem, brother. Just you can drop your links anytime you want, guys. Drop whoever's links you appreciate, but you know, uh, I'm mindful of the vultures, like the hairless monkey, Satan's hairless monkey. There, I don't appreciate him being in our chat because especially today when we're talking about Vincent here, he's trying to build his channel basically off insulting the guy or calling him down, and it's just like, yeah, that shit don't fucking fly here, homie. It's a good way to get your fucking teeth knocked out though if somebody does find
Yeah,
you in real life.
especially with
Hmm.
Vention, man. I mean, well, I've seen people come out on Vention because he was helping family. And it's tough, guys.
Yeah.
You want to help them, and then you see them in dire straits, and you're like, this is family, this is blood. And then they turn around and screw you again.
Oh, of course, of course. Well, we all know what happened with his sister there, you
Mm
know.
hmm. Mm
Um,
hmm.
and he didn't seem angry about it. He was probably angry at first, but he didn't seem angry about it when he first started talking about it. And he let it roll off his shoulders, and he moved on, and he rebuilt his wealth. You know what I mean? That she stole.
He did a better job than I would have letting it roll off.
Oh, absolutely. I'm pretty sure a lot of us, especially when you're talking that kind of fucking scratch, like that took years to accumulate. Years, and she swiped it in a fucking instant. It was gone. So, yeah, he didn't trust her again, but he didn't like sit and fucking stew in it for too long. He just moved on with his life.
That's tough to do. For some. Me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Indy, you go through things with your girls, right? I'm sure you would like to see that change someday.
Yeah, but I'm not kissing nobody's ass.
No, and nobody said you had to.
Well, no, but a lot of parents do, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen some of the hardest core motherfuckers just bend at, daughters and just, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Well, we all love our children, right? We just don't like them all sometimes. Best way to talk about it. We love them all, but sometimes we just don't like them. Because
Oh yeah.
let's face it, sometimes they get indoctrinated like your girls were,
Hey,
and then they become assholes.
Saunders wants to talk shit and chat, but he won't come on the panel.
Oh,
That's
what the
not
fuck?
country. That's not
What the
country.
fuck?
Talk shit and chat.
Hey, if anybody's seeing Father Saunders naked, it's on my OnlyFans, all right? Nobody said that I wouldn't going to exploit you guys if you got naked on my streams.
Saunders is wanting a big cut of it, though. I'm telling you.
Man.
Well, he says 10%. I think that's a bit unfair myself as well. We give him 5% and credits, right? Just like with Scotty, and fucking
Yeah,
everything's
cred.
good.
Cred.
Yeah, you get creds, man. You get to be famous. Yeah, riveting. This might be your first time here, man. I don't know, but that's where we go sometimes. But yeah, no, it's like I said, Vincent taught us a lot, man, and this community has helped a lot of guys. So when it comes to the fucking certain people, I get a bit upset about it. I mean, we all know the episode that I had recently with one of our content creators, and that shit just don't fly with me. Um, you guys can do whatever you like. I'm not here to tell you not to, but if that's the kind of usury you want to be a part of again, you do it at your own risk. What's up, Brother Ghost? Saw you in here earlier, Mr. Riggs. Always good to see you. We will be having an open panel here, guys. If you want to pop on and say hello, feel free. Um, I didn't really have much for topics after tonight. I mean, it was just basically to get together and have a chat. Say my piece about Vincent, let you guys know what's going on with the Halloween event. Unfortunately, today I was supposed to be up there working on these units, but yet somehow I didn't think about it. The guy whose house I'm working at is actually about 2 hours away up at a lake, so everything would be locked up. And I was up there and I didn't ask him for a key. So I couldn't get into the fucking tool shed. So I couldn't do shit. So I came home and made lasagna. What do you do? It was supposed to be a day to work on the quads, though. Either way, from what I can tell, like nothing is too badly damaged or can't be cleaned up and fixed up. Um,
You said
the
one ran, didn't it?
Yeah, I got the one running in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other one apparently, from what the guy told me that I bought it off of, the one who gave me the 2 units, the one for parts as well. He said that this thing just needs a carb cleaning and it'll run as well, which totally believable because they have these brass fittings that are not quite smelted right in these cheap quads, and they corrode really fast. Right, the copper sulfate corrodes on them, and it blocks up the carbs really fast. And some of them you can't even fucking drill through that shit. It's so hard. So they just
That
get
bad?
stuffed. Yeah, these they're kids quads, and most of them are little like aftermarket Chinese kind of things. Right, they're not brand name, and that's the way the carbs work. But that's a quick and easy fix. Putting everything back together and making sure that like the push starts and all that work, that's the priority.
Hey,
Putting
you're
everything
you're
back.
taking these carbs all the way down to every little screw and spring, right? Like
You
your big
betcha.
quad.
Yeah,
Kiss my ass, Indy. How's that for country?
God damn, see, he did show up.
the butthole commander has arrived.
Ah,
Check
what's
out the
going
name
on?
there, Indy.
Indeed.
Go, see, god damn. Comes in on fire.
Yeah, just I have one of those days every once in a while where I'm kind of witty, but most days I'm not at all. So it just kind of flowed.
Well, you've been dealing with hospitals and shit.
Yeah, Mom's doing okay. For any of you guys, kind of like with Outlaw, I'm glad to see or hear that his dad's doing okay. My mom just got a pacemaker put in last week, so
Yeah, we just lost Outlaw. He disconnected there for.
yeah, I saw that. But
How's-
yeah, so been kind of busy past couple of days, taking care of Ma. She went to her the man she's seeing now. It's weird for me to say boyfriend when someone's almost 70 years old. It just fucking sounds awkward to say boyfriend or girlfriend at
It's
that age.
it's awkward to hear.
It is.
So,
No, good to see y'all. I figured I'd just pop on for a bit, chat with you guys, and talk some shit to Indy and hang out.
yeah, no, that's the plan, brother. We're just having a chill hangout today because I figured it was time we got on a bit of a earlier schedule, or at least be able to fit an earlier stream in. And now that things have kind of calmed down a bit, like I'll be able to stick around home and get on more often. Hopefully. I said hopefully because who the fuck knows what'll happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no, it's been good. Like I said, I'm excited to get started on some things and get everything prepped up. I got a bunch of decorations that I have to throw up, and tomorrow I'm heading down to meet a buddy of mine, and they said that they had like literally huge industrial garbage bags, about 6 or 7 of them, right full of Halloween decorations that I could just pick through whatever I want. And I was like, cool, man. We're going to make this shit fucking rocking. But yeah, nobody's willing to give me corn stalk, unfortunately. Hey, yeah, there you go. Father, you can send me up some corn stalk.
Yeah, he's in Nebraska or
Yeah.
We don't have any corn here in Nebraska. I don't know what you're talking about.
You guys don't have corn in Nebraska?
That's all we have.
Oh, well, there you go. I mean,
corn.
They don't
wheat,
have any sweet corn.
Corn, wheat, and livestock. I don't know where Nebraska is on the beef totem pole, if you will, but there's a lot of beef produced here too.
well,
But
like I said,
Nebraska sweet corn is just absolutely fucking delicious. Yes, it is.
I've
never heard that.
I've been asking the community because we grow a lot of corn here too, and it's mostly like cow corn, right? So feed corn. And I figured, fuck, like that'd be the one thing everybody's got and everybody's willing to throw in. Do you know what I saw today posted on the community forum? People are selling like 4 or 5 sticks of it for $6 a piece, or $5 a piece.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard of selling corn stalks.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
$5 for I think 6 of them.
Huh.
And I need about 7,000. So that's gonna break the budget. Oh fuck! So I guess that might not work out as well, sadly, because I would have.
Oh
done
wait,
like,
yeah, okay, I get what you're saying now. I had a brain fart because they're giving you the whole stock when it's full grown, right?
Yeah, it's the full grown
Okay.
stock, but there's no corn on it.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
just the old stock.
It's
You know?
strictly decoration.
Yeah, and that's what they're selling them as, is decorations. But it's like, fuck.
You
dude,
want
that's not-
7,000 of them?
Well, have you ever built a corn maze?
Oh, you're wanting to build a corn maze? Okay.
Fuck yes, I would
Yeah,
build a corn maze.
we have something around here called Knee Knocker Woods. They do it every Halloween. I don't know if they have pictures of it, but they do the same thing that you're talking about. It's a huge ass corn maze.
Yeah. Well, fuck. What else would I do with like 7 stocks of it, or 7,000 stocks of it?
Shove them up Indy's ass and say you're not country.
Hey,
country.
I tell you what, you get a few fucking beers in you, and you get out in a 20-acre field of corn, you don't know which way you're going or anything. You know what I mean? It can get kind of creepy.
Yeah, the only way, because I did this. I used to like pretend I was having my own little adventures because I'd get lost in my own head, And what I would do is I would tell my mom and dad that, hey, my friend is picking me up at JC Park, right? But in reality, I wanted to walk through the entire cornfield about 3 miles away and have my own little adventure before I got there to night.
Yeah.
So I did that. It took a hell of a lot longer than I thought it was going to do. I was like 12 years old. And but I had so much fun. But yeah, I would have to jump up to make sure I'm going on the right course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You walk around in circles for hours.
Then I used to pretend that I was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and I put a bunch of clothes in my back when I was wearing my coat, so it looked like I had a turtle shell. And I would yell down the sewer drains, seeing if I could hear Splinter talk or some shit. I remember those days. That shit was fucking fun.
Thank you, Brother D, man, for your donation. I appreciate it, brother. And I will definitely put all your guys' donations to good use, and you will be able to view them, hopefully.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be awesome. I hope you guys can tune in, and, for the few hours. And
it's also good to see you and talk to you too, Indy, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, I've been busy like you, like I said.
Yeah, I heard. I'm just doing laundry today, and my oldest son just left about an hour ago. So any of you guys that are fathers out there, it kind of sucks for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not like you get mopey, but you just you miss the presence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For a
Yeah.
bit.
Yep.
That does
Yeah.
go away, thankfully. But you know, it kind of sucks for a day or two because you're
Yeah.
like, you know, he was just there. So I'll do shit, even though it sounds weird. Like I'll walk in that room and I'll be like, "Hey, son, you good?" Even when he's not there. I do stupid shit like that.
Oh,
You
hell
know,
yeah.
the empty nest syndrome, man. It's
Yeah.
fucking. It's just as real for men as
It's
it is for
real.
women.
Yes, it is.
They. I don't know why, but however they got the notion that men don't have any connection with their children or don't give a
I'm
shit if
going to
they're
tell
around
you
or
guys
not.
something, man. In my opinion, men are the real romantics. Men are the real ones who have compassion.
Absolutely.
Compassion, man. That's what a lot of good men's out there's greatest strength is, in my
Yep.
opinion. And that's something that's male dominated. That's not a female trait.
I don't believe so either.
As much as
I
they
know
want
we
to
spoke
push it.
about this before as well. Like when fathers care, where men care, they care. Right?
Fuck
They're
yeah.
all in. It's not
Fuck
when it's
yeah.
convenience or when they can fucking collect some kind of like social credit score or some shit, whatever the fuck women go off
Well,
with
just
their.
because a man can remain straight faced doesn't mean that he's burning up and he's going through hell on the inside.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
We suffer in silence
I had to
mostly.
keep that straight face when I was told how much of a monster I was for 8.5 hours when I had 13 character witnesses against me in divorce. I know that.
Oh, man.
Dude, they haven't met a fucking monster yet, but you know what? Very quickly, you know, and again, because it has happened once or twice, they will find out exactly what a fucking monster looks like because they're going to meet the monster they made. Like in every one of us, we have that monster, right? We all have demons. We keep them
I
under
think every
control.
strong man does have that. I think every strong man has that, and they work
Yeah.
to control it. But
That's right.
Every man's capable of doing it.
But when
And
Yeah.
when you poke a fucking sleeping bear, right? You're eventually gonna fucking piss him off to the point where he's gonna turn on you,
I tell
and
you
then
what,
it's fucking game over.
I can run faster scared than that bear can pissed.
That's right. Well, let's hope they fucking get
But
the
I would
euphemism
not
behind it.
actively put myself in that position to do it because it's fucking dumb. Just like you said, it's you know, just like if you get bit by a snake or whatever, you know, you have some questions like, well, were you fucking with it or did you
Yeah.
not see it? Or you can't just keep pushing somebody, and they do it in a way because they know they're not physically strong, and so they know that they have to get through us, you know, emotionally, spiritually, or mentally,
Yeah.
because that's the only way they can do it. And by God, they're good at pushing those buttons.
And you know the weirdest thing is I don't know if they've forgotten or if they believe the fucking lies that, you know, women can give it as good as men can take it, but it ain't fucking true, man. We have seen more fucking women getting laid out with the 1-2 and you know than anything else. They do not stack up with us. When it comes to going toe to toe, they don't stack up. We can take a beating and they can't take the beating we can give, even
No.
at our worst. You know what I mean? Like it's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, I can't believe the audacity sometimes when I'm watching videos and whatnot, and I see the women like right up in the man's face, like right there, pointing and screaming, and I'm like, if it was a man, this would have already been escalated to, you know, throwing punches.
Oh, dude, and I've seen them fucking
You know,
slap
well,
the
as men,
shit
we
out of
all
them.
know as men, right, guys? We know as men that with all of us, there's a line that you just don't cross.
Yeah.
And we understand that as men, if I cross this line, the potential for this escalating is real. With women, they know they're so protected that that barrier and
Yeah.
that hesitation doesn't exist for them.
Yep. Yep.
And
Yeah,
see
well,
what's
you're exactly right.
what's
they've gotten used to it.
dangerous is it gets into daughters, and there's daughters turning on fathers,
Oh yeah.
and it's like, gosh, damn.
I don't know, man. I don't
It
know.
ain't smart. That's what I know. It ain't fucking smart.
Well,
but
you hate talking about shit like this. I hate having to realize that it's real and it's the truth. I hate it.
yeah.
I don't want to be right on any of this shit. You know what I mean? Just like you guys. And
No.
fortunately, to protect yourself and protect your children and do whatever it is you got to do, a lot of that comes from having to avoid and just never put yourself in certain positions, and then all of a sudden you're antisocial. No, I'm anti-bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Hamster's been saying all day, don't fucking do it.
My dad was right on one thing, and I didn't see it at the time because, it's just the way it was. But he said, son, the more people you know, the more bullshit you're going to put up with.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, he wasn't wrong.
That's pretty bad, though, isn't it? Like, I mean, we are
It is,
social
because I don't want to
creatures.
actively be that way. That's not who I am. I don't want to be like that. But it's just, it's a result of a lot of things that have happened. It's a result of experience. It's a result of living through things. I mean, you got to think about yourself too, and there's nothing fucking selfish about it.
No, but that's just it. As men, we're told that if you fucking do something to protect yourself, you're a woman hater or you're a fucking conspiracy theorist.
You're shamed.
Like you're shamed right the fuck out, no matter what you do.
No matter what you do, you're going to be shamed.
Yeah.
What you can call it paranoid or anything like that. I will go to the liquor store to buy cigarettes. I won't go to the convenience store. I won't go to the Dollar General store. Because the potential of bullshit in those places with blue-haired people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No,
I've seen it here in my home state. Going to a freaking Cracker Barrel, man.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of them there. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm sitting here wearing my Trump hat. I'm like, I'd like to watch them cook my food, I think.
Hey,
I mean, you never know. I'm always polite. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I do not agree with that lifestyle. I'm disgusted by it. But I also have common courtesy.
Hey, speaking of MAGA hats, has anybody heard from Ike? Did he make it out?
No. Scotty just posted something, but I have not heard from Ike. So
we don't know if he made it out.
I don't know. I mean, he blended in very well. Let's be honest. As much as we all like Ike, we not because we think he's one of them, but he looks like one of them.
But we're still trying to get footage.
Yeah, we're trying to get some good footage, but he looks like one. He could blend in. But if they caught him, holy fuck, they got him.
We just find another. It's okay. We'd miss him, put candles up, and then.
We can't replace Ike.
Well, I mean, if he got, caught out. I don't think he caught out. He'd blend in so well they'd get the guy right next to him.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
But from what he was describing, it's one hell of a fucking show.
Yeah. Portland?
Portland. Holy fuck. It's Antifa fucking leftist wasteland.
Well, if anyone's in any fucking major city, if they're able to at all, I know it's not just, okay, I'll go do it right now, Jared. Okay. I understand it's not fucking easy, but if you are in a big city, if you can, I would recommend highly getting out.
Yeah.
That's just me, though. That's because I don't like big cities. I don't like being around lots of people, but at the same time, if something happens, you're not going to be able to escape the city because everybody else and their mother will be doing the same thing.
Oh yeah,
and that's my main thing with it is the choke points and all that shit. You know what I mean? It's just not there in smaller cities and smaller towns.
Well, either way, for our guy that's in the middle of it, we're fingers crossed and saying prayers that he makes it out of there alive. It's a 50-50 shot, It is a leftist run fucking area. So.
Oh, and before I forget, obviously, rest in peace to Vincent.
Amen. Wherever he is, whoever's looking over him.
What I remember, that was a year ago today.
Yeah.
One of Dak's videos that I saw.
Oh, like I said, man, his last videos that he put out while he was in the hospital, even. You could see that he was kind of like drifting in and out of basically lucidity, to where I don't know if it was the drugs.
I had only come upon him like 2 months before he passed. There's a lot of you guys that knew a lot more, followed a lot more. So, well,
like I said, man, even at that state, I don't know if it was his brain doing what it needed to do to protect him because he, it knew that the time was coming where everything was going to quit. but it could have been the drugs that he was on. I don't know, but he was basically drifting in and out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even then, all he did was worry about his friends and family and the people he was leaving behind. You know, um, that's the spirit that's in somebody like Vincent, and that's something we should try to spread like wildfire. But in a time where everybody's self-centered and selfish, it's a hard message to push. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's what I'm saying is that when I spoke with him in chat, he wasn't, anti women or anything like that. He just said, here, look at the facts. And it's
Yeah.
going to be tough to chew on this shit.
Well,
He
no.
goes, you're not going to like, when you get to the point of realization of this is how the world is, not what you were taught. That was Vincent.
Yep. And all he wanted you
I
to
don't care
do,
who you are. Like you guys just said, I don't care who you are. That's a motherfucker to swallow.
and,
Yeah.
and all he wanted you to do was look after yourself, protect yourself. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That to spread the word that you matter just as much as whoever's telling you that only the women matter. You know what I mean? Like I said, we live in a society now in the Western world where we don't, as men, we don't have to include women into things that matter at all. They're grown, fucking strong, independent women. Protect the children, absolutely. But that's one thing that is fucking getting done less and less every day, right? So if we're allowing the type of shit that's happening to kids right now, if we're just allowing it to happen, I mean, when is the time to stand up and fucking take up arms?
Yeah,
You know what I
where's
mean?
the line in the sand if you keep moving the goalposts? What's it going to take on
Yeah.
something like that? Now, thankfully, that's not where I am. That doesn't mean it can't come here. If I saw
Right.
that, you bet your ass I'm going to be raising hell. And I hope I'm not the only fucking one doing it.
Well, like I said, I was so proud of those people that went and fucking basically picketed that school where the teacher was walking around with these big fucking fake tits
I'm
on.
thankful that every mother and father out there all over the country who went to those boards and gave them what for.
Yeah. And hopefully pulled their kids out of those schools and maybe sued the school. Go ahead.
Because look, a good school is teaching you how to think, not what to think. You don't bring ideologies into it.
Yeah. What was the one I watched either today or yesterday? Oh, it was from Officer Tatum.
By the way, Chris, no,
Yeah,
I will
right.
not accept less than 10%.
Oh,
10%,
fucker.
10% is
Damn.
not unreasonable at all.
I mean, I'm not saying you're unreasonable. I'm just saying you don't make that much. Like, if you start getting some more content so that I can bring in some more revenue, yeah. Now we could talk. Here, this video from Officer Tatum, if you guys don't know who he is, great channel to follow as well. This really shows like how fucked up the schools are. Okay, so when I was in the States still, they had a student at our kids' school that was so out of control and violent that they had to encircle him with teachers to move him from class to class or from like the class to the dinner hall and stuff like that. And they stated it and they told us, and this was like 6 years ago, that there is nothing they can do to stop this student. They cannot lay their hands on him, right?
Yeah.
And this is what I kind of was worrying about because this little motherfucker is violent as fucking hell. Check this shit out.
Yeah, right here for your mama, because I'm finna
He is just destroying this classroom.
Y'all get up and move.
This is sad. It's sad. This video is brought to you by the Outstanding Store. The Outstanding Store. Get the merch link in the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime we go live. And make sure you subscribe to this. Still subscribe to the channel. Like this video. Comment on this video. Share this video. Let's get into this. I almost didn't even do my intro right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm making this video. I'm bringing up this video because I think that people, they want officers to have body-worn cameras. I get it. Teachers need to have body-worn cameras. Classrooms need to be recorded. They need to have cameras in these classrooms. Why? So we can see what goes on in these schools. So we can hold teachers accountable. We can see what students are doing, whether they're doing what they're supposed to do or not what they're supposed to do. These teachers are in here in these classrooms unequipped, and some of them don't care. And I'm not saying this is the case. What I'm pointing out here, because I don't know the situation, I'm just saying that you're going to see where the kid loses her mind. What I'm pointing out here is a lack of fathers. I'm just saying, I don't know if this young girl have a father, but I'm telling you, kids with fathers typically don't have emotional outbursts like this. They typically do not. Now, she could be mentally ill or whatever the case may be, but I would argue that it's probably a young girl that does not have a father that's strong in her life. Therefore, the emotional trauma, the emotional, the inability to regulate emotions are coming out in outbursts. Normally, kids that don't have a father have these outbursts like this because they're seeking love from their father and they're emotionally unstable, dealing with only one parent. Now, also, I want to point out the fact that these teachers do not have the ability to address these issues immediately is an incredible problem. You're going to see this young girl go off, slam stuff, throw stuff out around, and the teacher's just doing like this. They can't do nothing. Grab that kid, take that kid out of the classroom. That kid needs to be removed from the classroom. If you can't physically grab a kid, then they don't need to be at the school. You need to be able to get them out of the classroom and protect the other students. But watch what happened in this clip. Roll the clip.
Because I'm finna sit. Y'all get up and move. Get out the class. Everybody get out the class. Everybody get out the class.
No comment. No comment.
Dude, this kid is as bad as a fucking active shooter.
Hey, y'all come out. Yeah. Y'all go out. Dr. Simon is right there. If Miss Wilson class goes out, so make sure you want to grab her. You want to grab.
So explain to me why every kid got to leave except this kid. You're a grown up. You should be able to grab this kid, restrain this kid, and remove them from the classroom. You don't have to use excessive force. It's a little bitty kid. You restrain the kid, remove him from the classroom. Let the other kids learn. But instead, everybody's education is stopped because the kid decides to lose her mind in the middle of the classroom. And it's nothing that they can do. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, does this happen at white schools? I'm sure it does.
Oh, I know it does.
But this is prevalent in some of these inner city schools, some of these poorer areas. These kids are having outbursts. They're acting out of control. Their parents are not there to support them. If you had parents that cared about you and you had parents that were legitimized or legitimate, you'd probably be acting like the other kids that are in the classroom. But clearly this is a parental issue. And the school can't do anything about it. They just got to let her get it out, throw it out.
I think it's a problem.
Yeah, no, and he's right. The teachers told us plain out. Because once I heard about this student that was in my kid's school and in one of my stepson's classes, I asked him, what if this kid is attacking a student with pencils or something, stabbing them to death? Are you literally going to do nothing? And the teacher looked at us and said with a straight face, there's nothing I can do to legally stop them. Okay, I cannot put my hands on these students. I will be sued. The school will be sued. I was like, holy fuck.
Yep.
This is public school now.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They are letting these kids act out in savage ways, and there is nothing they're going to do about it. Not a thing. And they'll tell you that. That's some fucking crazy shit, man. I wouldn't, dude. More reasons for me to never put my youngest son in public school. Never. I will teach him from a gutter first before I put him in public school.
Well, I've seen small community schools, country schools, devolve into this stuff. I mean, it's going to hit everywhere, guys. And that's what I'm saying. And
I
we're
mean,
to a point now where I don't think it can come back.
well, they basically made it illegal to punish your child if they did something wrong. So to establish guidelines, right? They made that illegal. Then they removed the father from the fucking situation altogether. So now mostly you've got irresponsible, complacent mothers, right? Who have attitude problems that are usually just as bad as children's.
Yep.
And now you've said in the school they can basically do whatever they want, and we can't fucking do anything to stop them. We have to call the authorities. Well, the police are there to be a fucking cleanup crew, man. That's it. So they're going to do whatever they want to do in the meantime.
Well,
Nope.
And you're absolutely correct because, and I've talked about this before, where a lot of people say, "Where's the mom? Where's the dad? Where's the parents?" Right? I'm not saying that they're all wrong because there is shitty parents out there. However,
Oh, absolutely.
parents that try to be parents get CPS called on them.
Yep.
Well,
So
me and you are
I know
living fucking
that-
proof of that, homie.
yeah, I know because it happened to me, and I also know that you can't do what you want to do as far as discipline goes. Otherwise, you have something also that I've told you guys is called child abuse without injury. So you don't
Yep.
even have to touch them and get a charge now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what is a parent to do? It's like, yeah, we can say, where's the moms, where's the dads? It's like the ones that have tried to be are no longer anywhere near it. And so it's like, what the hell do you do? How do you establish healthy borders and guidance and self-actualization and emotional control and blah, 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 if you're not allowed to discipline and there's no consequence for what they do?
There you go. I mean, we see what happens when people, let's look at young women nowadays, right? No consequence whatsoever for any of their actions. How's that fucking working out? Oh, right. They're out of fucking control. Right?
Yeah.
25 years old and fucking don't know a goddamn thing about the real world. And if she kicks up a stink, everybody's supposed to drop everything and fucking come to her aid.
Yep.
Are you serious? But
By
she
the
can
way,
let
hi,
you.
Doug. Good to see you.
Hey, yeah, good to see you too,
Hey,
Father
Brother Doug.
Saunders. If I accidentally drop off here, it's because of my computer, so I'll apologize ahead of the time. But
All
Good
good,
to see
brother.
you,
All
guys.
good. No, our fucking world has gone completely topsy turvy, man. Completely topsy turvy.
Well,
That's
and then
why.
you want to add on to that the family courts. You want to add on to that like Samantha said, they're kind of in the same vein. Everybody's so fucking court happy. It's like lawfare.
Yeah.
Everything's a litigation, man. Everything.
Yep.
It's like,
Yeah.
I think here in the United States, correct me if I'm wrong, for every 500 people, there's a lawyer. There's way too much of that shit.
Yeah. Probably even less than that now.
It's just because all those things have been infected with all this bullshit stuff going on in the world now too. There's very few of them that are going to be the way that it used to be, where people were accountable, blah, blah, blah. It's hard to say law and order. It's about law and order. To me, I call bullshit on that because I know if someone's got status, money, or power, if he does the same thing I do, I will get the fucking book. He will not. So how can you say law and order at all if there's even one instance of that happening?
Well, I mean, look at all of our politicians.
Yeah. Well,
They
people
are
should be-
literally,
people should be
literally
like,
above the law.
yeah, how the hell are these public officials coming out being multi-millionaires? I mean, come on, man.
Good evening, Brother Ape. But yeah, Sam's not wrong. I mean, most of these parents that are parents now, let's take, for example, that young girl. She's about, what, 8 or 9, 10 maybe. Her mother is probably still in her 20s. And even if she was in like her mid-30s, she's just as immature as a fucking 17-year-old.
Yep.
Well, it's
Like-
because they all stop maturing once they figure out they're good looking. They don't have to mature anymore.
There you go. Right? But yeah, you call that out. Oh, you're the problem here. You're the fucking problem. Oh yeah, totally.
Well,
we're the
I just-
problem.
I'm at a point too, kind of similar, where I'm in agreement. I think Hammerhand has said it, where I will talk with people. I don't want to have anything to do with any debate because you can't talk to those people anyway. It's impossible. It's like trying to talk to a drunk mob. It's not going to work.
No.
Period. End of story.
You can fucking peel paint off walls faster with your words than you will get through somebody like that.
I don't want any part of like debates, but I'll talk with people for sure. But I'm not going to debate, or I try not to, I guess.
Well, I mean, some of the parents that I've met around here are, what keep my faith in fucking humanity right now. But I mean, even the mothers, they seem logical and reasonable, and they're dedicated to their families. But I know that if they wanted to change their mind tomorrow and pull the fucking trigger and start using the fucking legal system to ruin their kids' lives, ruin their husbands / father of their children's lives, they can do it.
Yep.
Snap the fucking fingers, make it happen. They can do it. No problem. Nope.
Yeah.
Doug opened the bottle. I heard the
did you
cork
hear-
come out. I heard the cork come out, guys.
It sounded like you stepped on a tiny dog's paw.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's officially Friday on Sunday.
It is. I don't have much of it left to go.
It's fucking Friday somewhere, god dang it.
Yeah. You heard that cork?
Yeah, we heard that cork, buddy. That was literally that was very obvious.
I'm celebrating life, man. I'm happy to be alive.
Hey, man, that's
Awesome.
the best we could ask for.
Hopefully
And,
the impromptu streams I did the last 2 days, I didn't make an ass of myself.
No, I always love when you stream, but I also understand, you got to pull yourself back from, life gets busy. I get it, but man, yeah, I always look forward to it. It's one of my favorite places to come and hang out, man.
Nope.
Oh, I
So
appreciate that.
thanks for always doing this.
Hey, man, we're happy to have you, and we're happy you're with us, because there's a lot of good men out there that ain't with us no more.
No, there's not. Well, that's another thing about this country, guys, is ignorance, lying, cheating, stealing is not only encouraged, it's incentivized.
Yeah, literally. It's backed up.
The truth, you're a piece of shit, nonconformist, fucking istism phobe in any way, shape, or form.
Yep.
And first of all, you can't be a phobe, because if you have a phobia, that's an irrational fear of something. I'm not phobic on any of those things. Their way of life disgusts me. There's no fear there.
Yeah. The jargon that they throw
But
in.
it's like, what's the point of doing the right thing outside of the obvious reasons, right? But what's the point of doing the right thing if I'm just going to get punished for it?
Yeah.
It sucks to say that. It really does, but that's what's out there. It is.
No good deed goes unpunished, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, how do
What's
you
up,
teach
brother?
people about-
Brother Ghost Bill?
How do you
Glad to see
teach
you.
people about morality and doing trying to do the right thing? I know that can be kind of wishy-washy, but morals, a good moral compass. If you can't, I'm trying to teach him to be a good man. Oh, God damn it, you're a fucking racist, you son of a bitch, you're going to jail.
Well, like I said, I'll keep my moral foundation as strong as possible, because literally every other fucking aspect of your human being, your society, your community is all built off morals. If you have weak moral foundation, you got fuck all.
Chris, you've got integrity. That's 2 in the pen, automatic.
There you go. Motherfucker. My integrity. Integrity weeds.
Fuck your integrity. Yeah. Integrity Farms.
Integrity
Love it.
farms, yeah. Oh. Pills
I love
out
South
fucking fishing? Damn, dude, you gonna take me fishing? But yeah, no, if you ain't got the moral foundation, you ain't got nothing. Everything else is a fucking, house of cards.
Yep.
It just collapses, and it means that everything else above that is weak as well. Right? So you'll bend on morals, you'll bend on fucking anything.
Well, and it's getting harder and harder out there, because the vast majority of us know what it's like to struggle in many ways, including financially. And you're seeing people financially struggle. I'm seeing it in my small town here. It's not looking good at all. Property taxes constantly going up, the cost of living going up, the cost of food going up, insurance is going up, and people are having big time troubles, even working full time, trying to make this shit work.
Yeah.
Beer's going up, cigarettes going up.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, dude. Look at what. And here's the thing. This is stuff that doesn't affect the upper class, right?
No.
The politician class. So they don't give a fuck what they're doing.
Dude, when you
Right.
got millions, you got fuck you money. They're not going to
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
When they literally spend your tax dollars on whatever the fuck they want, and then manipulate the wording on it to make it fucking kosher. I mean, they don't give a fuck about what it costs for you to fucking keep your fucking lights on this year. What
And
was it that
it's,
they did a 400% fucking increase in the power bills in fucking Britain?
yeah,
Like,
I
are you
saw that.
fucking serious?
Yeah, I saw that shit, dude. I thought my jaw about hit the floor. I'm like, holy shit.
That's not inflation. That's fuckery.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
People are
Fuckery.
having to decide, or will have to decide, do I heat my home or feed myself? It's one or the other.
Or do you have a home?
Or
Do
do
I
you
heat
have
it
a
or
home?
do I have it?
Because a lot of those freaking prices hikes that I saw, Chris, were like a fucking mortgage payment.
Dude, the gas bill here just to run our fucking like hot water tank, $200 a month.
What?
Just for that one
200
thing?
for the hot water tank, because the hot water tank is still heated by gas and not electricity.
Okay.
$200 a month to have that fucking hot water tank running.
No way.
I shit you not. We just paid the fucking bill yesterday.
How big's the tank?
It's not that big, man. It's just a house.
40 gallon? 20 gallon?
It's the one that comes up to like your neck. If you're
think
both,
that's-
it's about 4.5 feet, 4 3/4.
I don't think they make 80 gallon anymore. 60? Still,
ain't
dude,
big.
that's outrageous.
Well, yeah, just
Well-
to keep the fucking pilot light on to warm, and when it kicks in to fucking heat that tank, $200 a month. Now,
God damn.
our house that we're living in is heated by gas. So guess how much that's going to fucking increase when we start using the actual heat.
Oh man,
We-
yeah.
You need
This
to just
year-
go ahead and get you some corn stalks, build a maze, then you got something to burn over the winter time.
I guess.
Well, you're going to have, the worse this gets, I mean, where we're going to go is you're going to have multi-generational families living under one fucking roof
Right now,
just to
that's-
afford to stay alive. They already do it in Hawaii. When I lived there,
Yeah.
that was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
well, and that's why like the East Indian families that come here, they do that all the time, right?
I can't do that shit, guys. I will fucking
No,
drive me crazy.
no.
I can't fucking do it. I can't
Yeah.
do it.
Well, man, that's kind of how, like you said, it's kind of how it's gonna go, right? Like,
Oh,
I don't
JR, you probably missed the notifications, and you wouldn't be the only one, man. I get that all the time when I come on. So yeah, I stream.
Saunders, I didn't get your
Yeah.
last 2 live streams, and I was up one night. And
Yeah,
I did not get.
I don't know how to fix it. I don't.
well,
You need to
cost of
send out
living and
personal
stuff.
emails.
The cost of living, even out here, like out in the country, right? Because this place doesn't have like a wood fireplace or anything. It's gonna get to the point of fucking stupid, like beyond stupid. And who knows? Within the next 2 months, I could see myself making those same decisions. Do we heat the place or do we fucking cut off the internet? You know what I mean?
And I fucking love my internet. I need my internet. It helps keep my sanity. Okay.
Yeah.
I know it sounds so fucking trivial, man. I know. I get it. Yes, it's something.
It's OnlyFans. We get it. It's all right.
Yeah, yeah. See,
Yeah, I got
guys,
a
that's what
reputation to
that's,
keep here, man.
that's what
I
I
don't
need you
shave
guys
my
to do.
butthole. I don't shave my butthole for nothing.
That's your
Hey,
revenue stream.
You gotta sub to my OnlyFans, and then I will be
Only
able to
holes.
keep fucking heat on. It's
Only
on
holes.
OnlyFans. It's still on OnlyFans.
Okay, well, we need to back it up to only holes too.
Yeah, no, like I said, man, I believe people are considering building what are they called? Heat kings, where it's basically a big furnace that's outside your house.
Huh.
Boiler?
I think no, it's I think they call it a heat king. At least that's who designed them first. But basically, it's a huge fucking wood furnace outside your house. It's layered in fucking thermal bricks, right, to keep the fucking heat in. And you just fucking you throw in like a quarter of a core of wood at a
Yeah.
time, and you just vent it through your house. But it's a furnace that's a wood furnace that's outside your house.
Well, yeah, you still have to have a heat exchanger.
Yeah, well, they still have a fan and everything in there.
Well, I mean,
Right.
just,
And then but dude, I might even fucking consider fucking drawing up plans on where to put one of those if necessary.
What's your wood cost?
Well, I live in the forest, so it costs me
Do
nothing.
you live in a fort? That's what I'm saying. I don't know
Yeah.
what.
Yeah, no, I can go cut wood fucking
No,
anywhere.
because the next thing the government will take away is your ability to do that, along with collecting rainwater.
Well,
Will
they
Saunders
already want to throw a $10 fucking charge on that.
Saunders, look what they did with all the EPA on wood stoves. You got to have a catalytic converter or a catalyst or something on new wood stoves.
Catalyst.
You got to have a cat for fucking
Yeah.
emissions or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, any new manufacturing of wood stoves. If you want
Wow.
just straight wood stove, you got to go old school.
That catalytic converter, even on cars, is like they average at $400 or $500. That fucking
Yeah, I
thing.
can't imagine what it would be for a wood stove.
Well, they're smaller, but they got dual burning systems too. That's what I'm saying, catalyst, not a catalytic converter, but a catalyst. There's different models, but the EPA got in that shit. Look it up.
Well,
I believe it.
For a core of wood, if you were to go buy it, it's like $120 or something. If you were to buy a core of wood, that's already sold out.
120?
Yeah,
That's Canadian, right?
Yeah.
Well, you can either go rocky with it, or you can get yourself a log splitter, I guess, if you got the money.
Dude, fucking, I've used an axe since Christ was a cowboy.
There you go.
Oh, fuck that axe. Fuck that. Split them all. Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck chainsaw. You cut it up into fucking chunks.
Oh,
and if
fuck
you want to
that.
split it, you split it.
Dude, I would totally have like Eye and the Tiger in the background, fucking chopping wood.
I've split enough. Fuck that. Give me a fucking
But no, all
5
this-
horsepower
this,
Bergen Stratton.
all this stuff ties in together, though. I mean, I think you're going to see too. Those of us with children, they're not going to be able to afford living outside of mom and dad's home later on in life. Now I'm talking like, late 20s, possibly even 30s in worst case scenarios for sure. If it gets worst case, obviously. But you know what I mean? It's I don't know, man. A lot of people are they're fucking worried every night, man. It's getting bad.
Well, I mean, anyone that can fucking look down the road and see how, the future could potentially play out is looking at what they see today, looking 3 months down the road and saying, holy fuck,
Well,
I'm in trouble.
That's the right thing to do, though, is to be a forward thinker, because, it helps you.
Yeah, but only men do that.
A lot of people rarely do that.
No,
It
only
doesn't mean that
men
you don't
do that.
But with more, only men do that. Gotcha. But some, a lot of those guys that we think would do that don't do that either.
No, because that's been bred out of them.
But it's been bred out of them, or just comfort and entitlement. Too much of it.
That too.
Bred in circus.
Yep.
Go watch your sports ball.
Well, I mean, all the food banks and stuff like that have been recorded in the area. Like it made the national news here that the amount of people that were signing up or registering for like what is it, weekly or monthly boxes, right? Like food boxes had like tripled in like the central part of BC alone. Like it tripled.
Oh, are you talking about like MREs?
No, like food banks.
Food banks.
Oh, food banks.
Yeah,
Okay.
like they have a registry list, right?
I thought you were talking about.
And they
box
build.
boxes.
Yeah, they basically build the boxes of foodstuffs for you, right?
Oh, okay.
Their numbers have tripled.
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 Oh yeah.
Because people are, like you said, are making choices on whether to buy food this month or fucking have the lights on.
Well, hey, man, if we got oil and oil reserve problems, do this one thing. Stop making makeup.
Yeah.
Fucking don't make it anymore, and use the fucking oil and resources you make for fucking clown fucking paint anyway. Go to actual, real shit. Get rid of makeup.
Wait, you mean to tell me you can't give the fucking purple hair people their fucking hair dyes and shit as
I
well?
want makeup to be just completely done away with, because then what you see is what you get. There's no waking up the next morning like, oh, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. Okay, I feel you. It makes sense.
You've seen
Me
those
personally?
makeup tutorials, man. Those makeup tutorials that make them look like a completely different person.
Yeah.
That should be illegal. That should be fucking illegal to me.
Yeah.
they want to talk about guys taking off and not footing the bill or this, that, and the other. It's like, you're a completely different person that you can change every day. I mean, for fuck's sake. And you want to talk about catfishing or whatever the fuck, get the fuck out of here.
That's always, I went for the women that didn't wear a lot of makeup and everything like that. Yeah, they might not have been the best looking, but at least you knew what you're getting.
Well, there still is a thing out there called natural beauty.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, I'm more concerned for the kids nowadays because I'm not out there looking for it. But still, I mean, that should be illegal to be able to turn yourself into another person with makeup. That's false representation. Shouldn't they be held accountable for something like that?
Lawsuits. I smell lawsuits.
I'm going to go to the judge and I'm going to present the before and after picture. And I say, is this the same fucking person, Your Honor?
Does this look like that?
He'll be like, oh my God, holy shit.
I don't see how they can keep that shit on their face. I really don't.
I do not know, my friend.
You know what I mean? They go out and clubbing and the hot lights and all that bullshit.
But they do that for themselves, though, Indy. They tell you.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
But how they keep that shit on? Is it like industrial adhesive? You know, hot lights and, you know what I mean?
Well, some of
Think
it
about it.
is, drip resistant, or what do they call it? Smear resistant.
Oh, waterproof and shit.
Yeah.
Waterproof makeup or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
That ain't our field. But either way, I don't think a lot of people are looking towards the future right now, even 3 months down the road to beginning of February.
I forgot to tell you, I put it in the chat, Chris. You spelled
What's that?
Sunday wrong. You turd.
I spelled what?
Sunday wrong. You got 2 N's in there.
Is there? Well, fuck.
I'm not that guy, but once I see something like that, kind of like if you're watching TV and a tiny bug gets on there and there's like a little black spot, it'll bug them. My only thing I'll focus on is that little black fucking spot.
Well, I'm sorry, okay? I can't edit it right now.
You're good, bud. You're good. I just had to give you shit for it.
Sunday.
I'm just surprised I'm still in here because the StreamYard thing in my computer was all jacked up last night, so it just kept freezing up and then dropping. So I guess it's working again. No big deal.
Fucking Father Saunders and your grandma Nazi bullshit.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Wow.
Robber Nazi.
When I don't notice there's 2 fucking N's in Sunday there, you think I would have fucking caught on pretty quick, but hey, man, I'm slipping too.
I'm not the greatest with my punctuation at all. I'm not really that good. My spelling is something that I always excelled at, though.
Yeah, well, there, you get that from me and JR. Kiss our ass.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay, bring your face out. I'll kiss your ass.
Good burn. That was solid.
You know where I got that from?
No, where?
My mom fucking told me that.
Oh, Jesus.
So kiss my ass, Mom, because we fuck with each other like that now. Obviously, back in the day, I would have been backhanded to the fucking moon. But, as you get older, your relationship with your parents change. I said that to my mom. She's like, okay, come here. She kissed me on the cheek. I'm like, oh, that was a fucking good bird, Mom. That was a good bird.
That's what I'm saying.
She said another one. She said, man, you're getting older when your son's got gray hairs all over. I'm like, hey, appreciate that, Mom.
That's what I'm saying. The base old people, they're the best, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
My mom is, she's just absolutely amazing. She just happens to also be my mom. And that's an angel right there.
Well, hey, that shit happens, man. Sometimes you get lucky,
Right.
Sometimes you don't.
I think it was still more prevalent in the yesteryears, if you will.
Yep.
Because of societal cultural. Everyone held more responsibility to each other.
Well,
hey, don't act like that, bitch.
Yeah, well, communities would check each other. If it was like your kids out playing or whatever it was, the whole community worked together and watched and corrected and did all that stuff too. I mean, it was like an actual community feel. You know what I mean?
What the fuck's a community anymore, man?
Yeah, it's devolved into total debauchery.
You'd have to go back to I don't know. You'd have to go back to Encyclopedia Britannica or some shit to see how the world was.
There's no checks and balances anymore. Yeah,
there's not.
No.
Hey,
and I grew up like that too. I know exactly what you're talking about. If I was up to no good and my parents, my friends, or if any of us, they checked us and they were allowed to.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like Father Saunders was saying, and like Indy was saying, when we had community, right, a solid community where everyone was basically of some moral standing, we had something then. Now we got fuck all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a sad fucking state of affairs, bro.
Well, it sucks because we teach our children too, right? And obviously you can't protect them at all times. You're not going to be there at all times, all these things. But when they see all these other things getting rewarded, that's double the peer pressure on them to want to not do it, because they're seeing why are these other kids getting all this? And here I am, Dad, you told me that what I was doing was the way to do it, but I'm always the one getting freaking the shit end of the stick, and all these people who don't give a shit, Dad, are getting ahead. And it's going to be hard to freaking argue that because you won't be wrong. You know what I mean?
Nope. Hey, Angler, jump in, homie. You guys got the link for Chaos. Anybody wants to jump in and join us, Outlaw, you're more than welcome. Come back, buddy, if you got your connection under control.
I got to see my. I'm sorry.
Oh, Mr. Manley is here. Hello, Mr. Manley. Indy, what the fuck are you doing?
Do what?
It sounded like you were trying to put your microphone in your mouth.
Oh, I thought someone was. Well, yeah, ASMR, man. He ain't country unless he's biting his mic.
Oh my God.
Hot mic. Hot mic.
Hot mic. Hot mic.
If he starts licking it, I'm out.
No shit. What gets me is we're supposed to be, one of the top nations in the world. How do you get these hot mics? Come on.
Oh,
that's got to be, I mean, either there's purpose or, well, you got dumb fucks running communications.
well, no. There's just dumb fucks that make mistakes, like putting two N's in a Sunday. Everybody's prone to making mistakes. However, generally, we don't leave our cameras and stuff on and then go jerk off.
Well, what gets me is
no.
Okay.
Sorry.
I remember whatever the vice president from Indiana, he spelled potato wrong. Oh my God, that was like, you know what I mean? And then look at what we got now.
I would have fucking words with that person who could not spell potato correctly.
Yes, but now you literally got a fucking hollow potato who's running your fucking country.
Yeah, you can't get one that can pronounce potato.
You guys remember this, guys? Here's another lie. Growing up and you're learning math, and you bring up a potential point like, when am I going to need to learn this? Unless you want to be an engineer or some shit, right? When am I going to have to learn, equations and things like that? Or adding, subtracting outside of that, because you don't have calculators on your shopping carts. If only they could see what you have now in your hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's crazy because technology has been a combination of an absolute fantastic fucking thing and an absolute horrible thing. It's definitely both, because you see the good there. You do.
Oh, we're getting blessed. The beard of MGTOW is here.
The beard of MGTOW.
We need more light on the other side, sir, so we can get all the glory.
You know what makes
the lighting?
It's better. It's all
here. You want to know why that's even more amazing? Is because he's a fellow Nebraskan like me.
Oh,
he's still shadowed. Shit. There you go.
And it's a red beard.
Spotlight.
Look, I got room for one of you troublemakers, but not two.
Look at that. Look at that red ass motherfucking sexy ass beard. Look at that shit. Can't even see any white in there. Half of mine's white. I grow mine out.
Well, no shit.
There's a few, and the longer it gets, the more they show up.
So what's going on tonight, Brother Ape?
Oh, nothing. I was just eating some supper, listening to Flanders flap his gums, and I thought I'd come on in here.
That never happens.
Good to see you, Ape.
The waffling.
Hey, Doug, how was it going? I think tomorrow you're going to get your call.
Dude, I hope so. I'm thrilled.
Because today is the 25th.
Yep.
Tomorrow will be the 26th. You said that class was scheduled for October 27th?
That's right.
Yeah, they'll probably give you a month's notice.
Got himself an ice cold Bud Light. He does.
Nope.
Yep.
Brother Reverend 20-piece might be on.
I'll just be happy to hear it, and I'll get everything ready to go then.
No, that's really awesome. I hope that works out, man. And you got a Nebraska brother who gave you the reference and whatnot, so make sure you kick ass.
I absolutely will. I will be kicking ass and taking names, whatever that means.
Yeah, I was just talking to some guys at work, and recently I talked to a buddy of mine that I used to work with. He lives down in Springfield, Missouri, and that class that school where you're going to be going if you get hired, Doug, it's basically it's a community college, but they have a railroad technologies program, so they'll have people from all over the country and different railroads going there for welding classes and stuff like that.
Okay.
But his buddy said that he was up there for a class, and there was like 10 or 12 conductor trainees that got hired, and they're going there for their orientation.
Nice.
And he said that they have this program called High Visibility, and that's that program I was talking to you about, where you're basically on call all the time, you know.
Yeah.
Well, they told these young guys this, and you know, they're all wanting to go out, drink, chase pussy, and party, you know,
Right.
in their off time. And they all went to lunch, and there was like 10 or 12 of them. They all went to lunch, and only one guy came back for lunch.
That's amazing. Like
Everybody walked away from a $75,000 to $100,000 a year job.
That will
What?
never happen on my watch. That,
Are you
that will
fucking
not
serious?
be happening on my watch.
A conductor and engineer, especially, I don't know how much train traffic there'll be up where Doug is going to be up in South Dakota. You'll be doing a lot more freight than coal. But
Okay.
I know guys down here that make 125, 130,000 a year.
That is going to be life changing for me. You're looking at
Well,
a guy
even
who's never made
75
30.
grand a year would be a hell of an improvement from what you was getting, you know.
Yeah, I haven't broke into the middle class yet, so.
So hey,
yeah.
can I get a fake ID and get a job there? Because I'll fucking do that shit all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris,
Guys.
all the railroads are hiring. Why don't you put in an application with Canadian National?
Oh fuck. Yeah, no. They wouldn't hire
Yeah.
me.
But no.
Trust me.
Fuck, I know.
No. They're okay. The railroads were the first group to go woke. So I don't fall in their political lines.
I'm just astonished I made it this far, and I can't thank you enough, man. I put over the last 20 years, I put more than 5 applications in with Union Pacific every year in that time without ever getting anything. And then I come into this community, and you tell me about BNSF, and now I'm going to have a job that's going to put me way up from where I am. So thank you. Sincerely.
What's up,
Hey,
brother
that-
Poopin? And
That shit happens, Doug. I did the same thing. I lucked into a similar situation, but once you get in, you can just like go
Oh,
ah.
that's exactly.
what's going on, brother Chaos? Welcome to the panel, sir.
What's good, man? How you doing?
What's good, buddy? Are you guys fighting in the chat again?
He's just being a feminine little beta male, trying to act hard, acting like a little thug. I'm
Who's
hard.
this?
Fucking JR.
Polska?
No, JR and Chaos are going at it.
Polska is acting feminine again? What?
No, I think Polska left. I haven't seen Polska Bob in a while. It's either that or he's passed out.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
block this retard. I'm tired of seeing him talk.
Oh, come on, guys. Get along. Get along.
Hey, I'm trying to get along. He's the one acting like a fucking bitch mangina right now.
Hey, bring it on screen. We need content.
Where did this all start?
We need
During
content.
one of my streams, I had a couple people come in and he kept putting them in timeout. I told him to knock it the fuck off, and he blew up like the little bitch that he is. Told me to fuck off. He pull up on me and blast me.
Oh man,
Just destroyed your world. God
Nah,
damn it, he's
He
good.
annoyed the fuck out of me mainly.
Hey,
And it was,
I'm gonna-
they subscribed and he kept putting them in timeout. And it's like, bro, knock it the fuck off. They're subscribers. Fuck off. You're gonna run off subscribers. Knock it the fuck off. But he wouldn't fucking listen. Just
What, you
like
pulled
a
his wrench?
fucking woman. Fuck yeah, I took his fucking wrench.
Well, there you go. Now, you know, they can't fuck with your subscribers anymore.
Not anymore, no. He's not allowed. He's blocked from my fucking stream. I blocked his ass. He ain't coming back.
I haven't figured out how to do any of that, so I don't
If
worry
you're
about
on,
it.
if you're on a computer, you just click the 3 dots next to their name, and it gives you the option. You go to the channel, report, and block.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I'm not worried about
Yeah,
that
Mitchell, if
either way.
you don't watch your shit, I'm gonna block you off your own
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
I
you
know
go.
you fucking would, you asshole.
I felt good.
Fucking
See, we
cocksuckers.
have information now that's
Yeah, it's
Well,
okay.
yeah.
You look
We
to
got
time
it
me out
now.
once or twice. Okay, we get it. But these guys literally went like fucking a 3-hour fucking stream timing me out.
Oh man.
So, what's up? People?
Yeah, I think Polska and Hemi were banging on me on a stream pretty good one time. I kept saying, "Who keeps timing me out?" It was Hemi.
Sounds about right.
well, that's like Hermit was getting timed out, and then Polska was bringing it back to life, and it's like, what the hell's going on? Son of a bitch, this is a shit storm if I've ever seen one.
Oh,
Get another beer.
So I can get into it
Chill
again,
it out.
haha, poking a little fun, but it becomes a point where it's like, bro, you're acting like a fucking child. Knock it the fuck off.
well, I'm sorry you guys are at odds.
I am
But-
too, man. I try to get along with everybody. You know?
Yeah, no, it's all good.
I don't have tolerance for fucking men that act all emotional like that.
No offense, but I find this internet stuff kind of funny because I've seen this shit happen at a funeral.
Oh,
I've seen fights at funerals.
Oh,
Oh my god.
her inheritance is mine, you asshole. No, she loved me more, you prick.
All across the board, guys.
I think
From
I've got to
money
understand
to-
what Poopin's saying here. They've actually done stuff pretty much like that, where they've hired more women at higher costs just to say they hired women. And
Just a check in
they-
a box. Affirmative action was terrible.
Yeah,
I
there
love
you
that
go. Box
diversity,
checking.
affirmative action, and inclusion bullshit, man.
Well, that's like our press secretary, old Dirt Claude Van Dam, or whatever the fuck her name is.
Right.
She her first words out of her mouth wasn't that I work for this person and I've done this and I've done this. It was, I'm a black lesbian immigrant.
Yeah, I did a stream about her, and I thought they fired her like the next fucking day.
No,
She's still there.
she got into some trouble, and they brought in some guest liars of the press, and then they brought her back for some reason. But she cannot carry on a conversation. She gets pissed off at the reporters.
Yeah,
Peter Ducey has her number, and he freaking drops the mic on her ass all the time. It's hilarious.
That's
Them
the
clips
blonde
that
dude,
pop up
right?
are beautiful, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Peter
he
Ducey's
triggers
dad
her
is
every
a
time.
Savage.
Peter Ducey's dad is a major newscaster on Fox.
Oh,
His
Yeah,
old man has been on Fox forever.
I've seen
But yeah,
him trigger that.
I don't
broad.
watch the news anymore. I just see it in meme form, pretty much. You know.
That's the best way to get the news nowadays, because 95% of the time those memes are accurate as fuck.
Yeah,
You guys ever watch the United Spot?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now I have. It's freaking great.
Yeah, I turned Doug onto that. You guys should check out the United Spot. They do probably at least one video a day. It's multiple videos a day, and they take their real pictures of their faces, like Nancy Pelosi, and she's always drunk and her teeth are falling out, her dentures are falling out, and she's always drinking vodka. And Joe Biden is hilarious on there. They make him look really bad. Kamala Harris always has a pearl necklace and always has knee pads on.
Well, I mean, that's how she got her
yeah.
start. What do you
That's
expect?
great.
She sucked off the right wealthy man and got her foot into the door for politician.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's how
Willie
she got
Brown.
where she was or where she is. Hey, I'll
Yeah,
be
you
right
guys
back. I
check
gotta
out. It's
grab
just
a drink.
it's
And I think he was
It's
a
called
married
the
man
United
too,
Spot.
wasn't he?
and they do parodies every day. The first one I ever saw, what turned me on to it, was it was called Epstein's Island, and it was all the characters from Gilligan's Island, but they put Nancy Pelosi's face on one. The skipper was the skipper Schumer?
Yeah, the skipper was Schumer, I think.
Yeah, and then Ginger and Marianne were, I think, Olan or whatever, that Ethiopian broad that married her brother to get him into America.
Yeah.
Elon Omar.
Sam P just brought up an important fact about how through the diversity hiring and shit, yes, they do get tax breaks for doing their diversity hiring and shit.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of incentives there for doing that shit. It's that government regulation.
Yep. Yeah, it's when they turn down a perfectly good, person for the job. It doesn't matter what color you are. If you're the right person for the job, you should get it. And it shouldn't matter your sex, but there's a lot of jobs that women will not do. I'm a machinist, and there's one female machinist that I hired on with, but she's an older lady now, and she's always done kind of clerical work, tool room jobs and stuff. And there's only been like 3 or 4 women machinists at the railroad that I've known in 27 years.
Mm.
Now there's a lot of electricians, the locomotive electricians. That's if a female wants to get into a craft job, that's usually the one they go into.
There's not as much heavy
Because it's a little less physically labor intensive. But yeah, it's just to check a box and get a tax break, or they'll get penalized for not having enough diversity. They'll actually get penalized.
They'll get fined to oblivion is what will happen if they don't conform.
Yep.
It's literally what's happened to businesses they've been regulated into. They'll get regulated into oblivion if they don't.
Well, and I put a comment in there. I don't know. I think it was here in America. I just saw the headline. I know they've been going after Amish farmers.
Yep.
The FDA's been going after Amish farmers for selling whole milk and vegetables and meat and stuff. And the Amish people had basically a buyers club where it was a private membership. You paid into this membership, and you went and you bought whole milk. You bought free range chicken eggs. You bought all this healthy food, and the government's trying to shut them down.
It wasn't.
Well, now I just saw a deal. I saw a deal today. They're talking about people. The government wants people to register their gardens.
Yep.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, because if you decide to sell out of it, they're going to tax you for it.
Yeah.
Well, it's not just that.
They want to know collecting rainwater.
They want to know who is growing food.
Yeah.
Because this is my personal opinion, but I think they want to make it so rough on everybody that people just say, fuck it, I give up, Big Daddy, you have to help me. And the government says, well, you need to move into these cities.
Bill Gates.
They want everybody to move into a mega city.
Farmland, so he can own the means and productions of all that GMO food that he's trying to put out.
They're basically trying to make Hunger Games become a reality.
Well, they wanted this all started with weed. They wanted to know all the people that was growing weed, and then it's just went to tomatoes and corn. It's evolution, guys. De-evolution.
What's up, brother Angler?
Hey, Chris.
God.
Definitely a de-evolution.
Can we time him out?
It'll be a first time. Break my cherry.
Where's the 3 dot thing?
leave it in there. Leave it in there, right? Pick on fucking everybody. What's going on tonight, my brother?
Look at Saunders' title. Come on, guys.
Oh, he's not country.
Well, it just caught my ear what you guys were just talking about, and I'll try to keep this as short as possible. I have a tendency to ramble or waffle. But anyway, it was 2 New Year's Eve ago, and my best friend's brother-in-law and his sister, they started raising cattle and all this stuff. And it was a long drunken night, and it ended up in an argument about, well, if things really go sideways, they can come and take your livestock. And his brother-in-law was like, they ain't taking my fucking livestock. Nothing like that will ever happen. And yeah, and now they just bought a big piece of property. You know, like they got a big old back 40 behind their house, and a good part of it is woods. And they just fenced off that whole woods because they read that if they have to, they're going to hide their cattle. So I think he's changed his tune on that. You know, with what you guys were talking about with what's going on with the Amish. There's a lot of Amish here in Indiana, and yeah, that shit's going down, man.
Oh, you're fucking
Well,
right.
the government
Like I
has
said.
drones, and they'll fly a drone right over your property, or they'll use Google Earth. They can take satellite photos
doesn't
of your property.
believe in private. That's not your property. If you don't pay your taxes on it, that becomes. The government doesn't believe in private property.
For sure.
Which is
Yeah, and they don't want you to own anything.
Which is also part of the Marxist doctrine. You know, they don't believe in private property. They believe in a communal property thing. Where if some homeless dude's like, hey, I want to live in your house for a while, he can by default. You can't do nothing about it. In fact, they're passing laws here in America right now to make that possible.
Yeah. Well, Illinois' law is going to be where the police cannot trespass anybody and take people. If somebody's living in your shed in the backyard, you have to deal with it because the cops aren't going to do it in Illinois anymore.
And if you remove them by force,
you're going to jail.
Well, that's where you have the 3 S's: shoot, shovel, and shut up.
Amen.
There you go.
That's why I like living out here, because ain't nobody gonna fucking hear a shot go off and think that it isn't just some random fucking event that happens every hour of almost every day.
Perfect.
It's the quietest Sunday I've heard.
The property of the parents anymore. I mean, they did that was whole part of the whole getting both parents to work in the first place. Get the kids away from the parents so the parents couldn't regulate their kids.
Yep.
And then they indoctrinate them in the school system.
Not only
and then they take away corporal punishment, i.e., spankings and all that in school.
Yeah.
So you got a kid just running wild. The parents can't spank them because the American Psychological Association deemed spankings as child abuse.
Yeah,
you know, when I was a kid, one time I got in trouble in junior high, and they were going to paddle me. They were still using paddles.
Yeah.
And my mom, I was raised by a single mother, and my mom, and an only child. My mom says, "Absolutely not. You're not going to hit my kid." But boy, did I catch a beating when I got home.
I grew up in a time where you got a beating at school, and then you got home, and then you got a beating from the dad.
Yeah, no, I didn't have the dad around, but my mom gave me the beating.
There you go. You own your property like you own your kids.
My mom took
and
that
they
role
own that.
over after my dad self-deleted. She beat me like my dad beat me.
Wow. Yep. That's a good statement. Yeah. Everything that you think you own that you have paid off, even if you have the title to your vehicle, you don't own that shit. That can be taken from you at any time.
You break the law, and the government and the state can confiscate it and sell it at whatever price they want.
So, and like I stated before, man, what's the point in fucking buying it? Why would you buy it off the government? You don't actually own it. You're just essentially leasing it until they say they want it back or the end of the term. Go fucking far enough out, right? And claim what you fucking need. It's yours until they fucking come and forcibly remove you off of it. And you make it very fucking plain and clear to the first person that shows up and says, well, we're removing you from this place or you're here illegally. You tell them the entry fee is your life. And if you don't make it back to report it, nobody's going to know. So,
well, one thing that's starting to become kind of clear to me, I don't know about what you guys think, you know, let's go back to, you know, what you guys were just talking about with the Amish and, you know, taking that stuff and the people that try to go off grid or whatever. And they're starting to come in, you know, they're putting their feelers out in those places. I think they're trying to draw people back into the cities because, you know, they're into a confined area. Yeah.
If they can get everybody to move into these mega cities, they want basically the center of the country as the breadbasket, and they want everybody living on the east or west coast where they can be controlled.
They want us living like China.
Have you seen their design for that mega city?
That's that big, one over there in the United Arab Emirates.
No, it was proposed for the United States. The big, long, fucking, just kind of like coast winding fucking mega city that they wanted to build or would like to build in the future. That
would be something I would wish a tsunami for.
Yeah, well, the concept, it's just a concept right now, but you can look at what these people are doing and how they're behaving and say that this is exactly where they want to fucking go. You know what
Yeah,
I
it's
mean?
just like if
What's up, brother Ghost Bill?
1984, if
Yo, what's up, guys?
1984 and Brave New World became reality.
Yeah, they've literally taken it from the fucking books. It wasn't meant to be
Hey,
an
there's a
instruction
Wyoming
guide.
boy right there.
So, Ghost, how you doing, brother?
What's up, Abe?
Hey,
How's
guys.
your buck,
Hey,
buddy?
brother.
That was
Is
a
it
good buck. He's kind of small, but he tastes good.
Yeah, well, fucking hey, that's the main
Amen.
part,
Oh,
right?
did you get yourself a deer?
Yeah, the other day I still got elk tags, but getting close in with a bow is a little difficult out here. Country is pretty rough, and the open country where most of them are hanging out, you can't sneak up on them at all. So
Well, elk is a good tasting animal if you fucking do it right. And
Oh.
those fucking that's the one thing I will credit the natives with. They fucking know how to cook elk so that it's like melting your mouth, dude. Best tasting
Yeah, I'd
meat
rather
you'll
eat
ever
elk
fucking have.
over
Give me
beef.
some deer jerky any day of the week.
I don't
Yeah,
care for deer that much. But elk and
deer's
caribou,
okay. I'm okay with deer.
elk. Well, when I say deer, I'm including all like the elk and all that stuff too.
yeah, well the caribou taste is really good as a jerky, and the elk, I mean, fucking like I said, man, elk steak or roast, you'll never find anything better.
No, you won't.
Hey, Ghost, do you got an antelope tag too?
No, I didn't get an antelope tag. If I was going to go after antelope, I would have had to get my tag sooner than I did.
Yeah, I think our bow season started September 1st down here for antelope.
Butthole.
What the
The
fuck?
butthole.
I really want to get into
Man,
Yeah, I didn't really have the extra money. It still cost me a little bit for the
Injecting
deer
it
and elk
with
tags,
that,
but
He's an extreme archer.
injection before you cook it. Woo.
Hey, Ghost, are you still legally a Colorado resident then?
no, I'm legally a Wyoming resident.
Okay, so yeah, your tags aren't astronomical compared to out-of-staters.
No, well, Colorado is even worse. If you go get tags in Colorado as a non-resident, you're looking at like $1,500 for an elk tag.
Oh my
Holy
god.
shit.
Wow.
Holy fuck, homie. I thought fucking being
What?
like we have to pay to get into a draw. You know what I mean? Like you pay
Well,
a
out
small
here-
fee, you get into a draw, and then you pay a bigger fee if you get picked. Right?
Yeah, out here for archery, you can just go get an over-the-counter archery tag for general for the area that you live in or whatever. And the archery tag over-the-counter general is either sex tag. And here in Wyoming, it transfers over to rifle if you don't fill it in archery.
Really?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
And
have a
that's
thing
like a
called
whitetail muley, or is it for
It was a
elk again?
muley. There's whitetail and muleys, but you'll see more muleys up here than whitetails.
Yeah, we got the same issue.
Now, do you have to
deal.
buy? I'm sorry, guys. Go ahead.
Well, we've got a deal called Season's Choice too, where you can pay extra, and I just hunt archery or muzzleloader.
Nice.
And archery, the reason I got into archery is because the season down here is 3 months. Rifle season is 1 week in Nebraska. Archery season is 3 months, and
Holy smokes.
muzzleloader season's the whole month of December.
Wow. They give you
So-
1 week for rifle?
What?
1 week. It starts on a Saturday and ends on the next Sunday.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Okay,
1
but
week.
can you go to an area prior? Like they don't have a problem with that, obviously, right?
What do you mean, like scout an area or something?
Yeah, like you can go out and scout an area like the day or two before you actually go to take your deer on that week.
Yeah, you
Oh,
just
yeah.
better not have a rifle in your truck.
Well, no,
Well,
you gotta
and you-
take a goddamn rifle with you.
And
Yeah.
you can't go take a plane ride. If you take a plane ride over the area, you're not allowed to hunt that season.
Whoa.
Really?
So they
Yeah.
think that you've scouted out that well from a fucking plane ride?
Well,
up
hey,
here
Mitchell.
with the little Cessnas and the little bush planes that we have right here in town. We have a company here in town that makes custom bush planes, and they're one of the best bush planes in the world. And people are flying around these valleys all the time, and you see animals up there like you wouldn't believe.
Really?
It's like in Alaska, if you fly, you don't hunt the same day you fly.
Oh
So
my God.
if you fly into the interior of Alaska and you're going for bear or you're going for caribou, if you fly in, or moose, if you fly in, you don't hunt the day you fly. You can't hunt. You can go scout, you can go walk around and scout around, but you cannot take a game animal on the same day that you have flown.
That's so fucking strange.
That's
I mean,
fucked up.
Those are really strict laws, man.
Those
Well,
are
it's
fucking,
just so,
they're
like you said,
detailed.
you know, somebody flies over and sees a world-class trophy animal, drops the plane down, puts it down, runs over there and pops it with a rifle. That's what they're trying to prevent.
Okay, and I understand that, but at the same time, if I can afford the plane and the rifle and the fucking ticket, you know, like, who the fuck cares? Let me shoot that motherfucker from the plane. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, and the places like here, there's already issues with the guys who I forget what they're called, the outfitters.
Yep.
They bring in so many people from out of state, and these outfitters know the area so well that it becomes difficult for locals to some extent to get animals, because all the good tags that people draw are taken by the outfitters for out-of-staters. And then the outfitters will go camp out in some of the best areas. So they can make things difficult.
They have to know the terrain, right? Like, they're taking fucking generally green as grass people out to fucking hunts.
They're probably also buying leases, aren't they?
Well, yeah, and the outfitters, what they do is they take someone who doesn't know their ass from a hole in the ground. They take them out there, put a gun in their hands, have it already sighted in for them and everything, have them pull the trigger, and the outfitter does all the work, and they just go home with a trophy rack and maybe some meat if they even want it.
Yeah,
they do that down in Colorado too. Those the canned hunts, we call them, you know, high fence.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
It's big money up here to fucking do that shit. Like, fuck, we have guys coming up from the U.S. all the time, all over the world, that come up here to hunt, right? And they go with these outfitters. These guys have to know their craft, right? And a couple of them have been busted for prior baiting. So they will put out bait for like weeks, keep them there. Then they'll remove the fucking, you know, any evidence of bait. But as soon as they come back with their customer, they're hanging out in the area hoping to get fucking free food on the ground again, right? And they're just fucking standing there in a pile waiting.
Hey, you're just feeding the squirrels. If any deer come across it, by God, you got to take care of that problem.
Yeah.
Well, out here, you're allowed to bait for bear.
Yeah, for bear, you're allowed to bait, like, at your tree stand. But you're not allowed to fucking bait any other animals here.
Yeah, in certain parts of this valley, they have a pretty serious grizzly problem. But lately, they haven't been too understanding of people defending themselves against grizzlies. So.
Well, that's a big thing, too, here. You know? Like, fucking
Well, that's
people.
why you take those animal rights protesters and strap a couple of stakes around their neck and tie them to a tree out there, and they can go get in touch with Mr. Big Brown.
Hey.
I think
they're dumb enough. Oh, it's a cute bear. They're dumb enough to go up and hug the damn thing. Oh,
Hug the bear.
It's hungry. It's okay.
I want Mouth Agape Ape for president in 2024.
Ape,
people get killed by bears out here every year.
I want Ape Trump 2024.
There you go. No, fucking up here, man. Like,
we need to fix this shit.
Up here, you can get there's lots of bear attacks every year, right? Generally, they don't end in fatalities, but quite often they do. Like I said, man, I wish I could find the fucking report of that chick who was a turbo fucking feminist, hating on men fucking all the time, and she put up some Facebook post about how she hates men, and then the next day she went out to a fucking campsite or like a park and got attacked by a bear, and all the men stood around and watched and fucking recorded it.
It wasn't that Australian.
And then she bitched about why didn't the men help.
Well,
let's see if I can find it.
That's why you never want to go camping with a girl that's on the rag, because then you're gonna get attacked by proxy.
What the fuck?
Fuck that. She's already fucking bleeding out. Kick her in the leg. Fucking all you got to do is outrun her.
Yeah.
So $1,500 for an elk tag. I mean, that's a big gamble.
Oh yeah, well that's why they set it up to make it a guarantee, right? As
Well,
best as possible.
and then in Colorado, they also passed a law that you have to have either a fishing license. Well, no. If you buy a residential fishing license, you're able to. It includes a pass for all national parks. If you don't get a fishing license, even as a resident, you have to buy a pass to all the national parks. And as a non-resident, they're charging like $50 for national park passes. If you get caught hiking up in the mountains without a pass, they can ticket you.
Wow, man.
Yeah, Pooping's got a great one. The Bears is sending him for a certain protected class.
Nope. No,
And no,
personally,
before he asks, I am not a bear.
well, hey, you look like one. So
Do you identify as?
yeah,
I identify as a non-binary trans black lesbian.
oh, I am a double, so I'm a double trans, double racial.
Yeah.
So
I'm trans financial, transracial. Yeah. Was this attack in Alaska by chance?
no, it was here in BC. It's here in BC. Like I said, everybody found it hilarious. I'm kind of wondering if they didn't try to scrub it, but I can't seem to find the fucking
Grizzly bear chewed on. Oh, that's man. Never mind.
No, this was a fucking
Oh,
one of those
I think I
freaky
found
women.
it. I think I found it. 2 women are recovering following a bear attack in northern BC on Tuesday. A mother and daughter were walking with their dogs along. Oh, I don't think that was it.
No, that's not it. It wasn't
mind.
a mother and daughter. It was just the one woman that was
It's a
attacked.
single
Which
woman.
she was fucking all pissed off that nobody fucking helped her. All the men stood around and watched because it was like almost in a fucking like parking lot at one of these campsites, right, or parks.
It's kind of like the woman getting raped on the subway, and everybody stood there, and all the women were screaming at the men, "Why don't you do something?" Well, why don't you do something?
Why don't you do something?
Hey, what's up, cowboy?
What's up, cowboy? Lord of Wafflers.
Yes. Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
Good. How are you,
Good.
man?
How you doing?
Time it
I'm
out.
okay.
Time him out.
I'm okay.
Damn, we got a full house, Mitchell. We could play Hollywood Squares. I'm in the middle.
Oh, you're in the middle. Block gets the square.
Mouth agape for the block.
Abe's supposed to be up in the corner.
He's our Whoopi
Yeah, I know.
Goldberg.
Well, Flanders got stuck in the corner
Yeah,
tonight.
he got stuck behind the card.
But yeah, no, fucking, like I said, man, up here it's not something you need to fear all the fucking time, but you have to be aware of the wildlife. And yes, bears are scary, mountain lions are scary,
moose,
fucking the moose are the ones you really need to worry about. Yeah, because they will fucking kill your ass just for fun.
Have you seen?
They're more aggressive than the bears.
They are.
They'll stomp you for no reason.
Are notorious for killing seals just for fun.
What's that? The
Killer whales.
Killer whales, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, moose kill more people in a year than sharks. So there you fucking go. Wrap that around your head. That's a fact.
Have you guys seen the videos of the moose attacking like pipeline shit and trucks? They're going down the road and the goddamn moose is attacking their truck, running down the road.
They're vicious.
I learned that lesson, and I went up to Alaska when I graduated in '90. My dad flew me up there. He was a fishing guide up there on the Kenai River, and we're driving along, and I'm driving his pickup, and bull moose walks out on the road, and he stops right in the middle of the road, and I honk the horn, and he yells at me, "Don't honk the fucking horn,
you
I said,
motherfucker!"
"Why not?" I'm used to, deer. You just give the horn a blast, and they walk off. He says, "That stupid bastard will turn around and poke 20 holes in our radiator."
Yeah, they will. You're fucking right
don't-
there, Emmy. Shoot
And those moose up
fuckers
there,
first.
those Alaska Yukon moose, those are some big animals.
Well, like I said, man, even the ones here, like, we don't have the best ranges, I guess, for them to be living in, but they'll live anywhere, right, in small clusters. But even the animals here, dude, like fuck, when you come up behind one on a road, just because you're quadding or snowmobiling, and one fucking just pops out in front of you, dude, this thing's fucking massive. Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
massive. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking bigger than a horse.
Well,
And
Ghost has got those Shiras moose down in Wyoming, and they're still big.
yeah,
That's a
well,
big animal.
like I said, they're bigger than fucking horses, and they're armed. You know what I mean? Like the males
Well,
are
and
fucking
here,
armed.
people have died hitting them because they're so damn tall that even if you hit them with a truck, it goes over your hood
Yeah.
and through your windshield, and they
through the
weigh like
windshield.
what, over 1,000 pounds easy.
Oh god, dude, they're like 1,500 pounds.
Yeah,
I've
they're like
seen-
it's like hitting
seen
a
them
cow
before.
on stilts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cow on stilts. There you go. Because they're mostly fucking leg, but a lot of fucking body mass there, dude. I mean,
Yeah, just the little cars take out the legs, and they land on the hood and roll right over the top.
Yep. Yep. Back east, we have lots of people that die from hitting moose, dude. Lots and lots and lots. The island is fucking horrible for it. It generally, if there's a car accident and there's a fatality involved, usually there's a moose involved too.
Did you ever see that picture of that moose that jumped off of a highway overpass and went into that guy's windshield of his car?
I did
Oh,
not.
shit.
God
must
damn.
have,
Yeah,
you must have looked at that thing wrong.
It killed the
Shit.
moose, and I can't remember if it killed the guy in the car or not. I think it did, but they showed a picture. It was like a little Pontiac Sundance or something, a smaller car, Cavalier or something like that. And this moose, his head is in the back seat, and its body is basically squished and ran down through the passenger side, through the windshield, into the back of the car. That whole body, 3/4 of that body of that moose is in the car.
Holy shit.
Wow.
It
Well,
jumped off of
have
an overpass or a bridge, got scared off traffic there, and just deer will do it too. They'll jump right off a freaking overpass and just smoke that dude's car. It was a little red car, if I remember right.
There's
Well, and-
generally the results for cars.
The video,
They're not scared. They'll jump off of cliffs into the
video-
ocean.
The link I just posted in the chat is to like a 10-minute video of when mooses attack. What's the plural for moose? Mooses?
Moose.
When moose go rogue.
Just moose?
Moose is a singular and a plural.
Okay.
Moose gone wild.
Moose gone wild.
If you're Chris Mitchell and you're a Canadian and you can't spell Sunday, it's mooses.
I feel bad for Chris, man. They
don't worry about
They
it.
replaced one dictator for another.
I'm not a dictator.
No,
I'm a
talking
liberator.
about the fuckwit that just got voted into your new Führer.
Who?
Oh man,
I don't know his fucking name.
bring him apes the
Trudeau's still
modern
in.
The
day,
shit that I've read about, the
Rodney
shit that I've read about
Dangerfield.
him. But the shit that I've read about him, he's no different than Trudeau.
Check it out, Ghost. It's just like what you were saying. This fucker went in, ass in, and he's still alive in this fucking car. But his legs are all screwed up.
That's hardcore. It's like a fucking built like a fucking tank.
And that looks like a pretty young animal,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You go
That
fucking
reminds
up
me
against
of
something
Tommy
older.
Boy.
Yeah, it's a big boy there.
Yeah, there's some big
That was a
boys.
calf, yeah.
Yeah, like look at that fucking thing. Yeah, okay, nice long legs, but that fucking center mass here is
You
like,
could devour your
goddamn, dude.
soul on impact.
Well, when I was up in Alaska, that bull moose, we were in an 85 F-150 4-wheel drive, and that moose's back was 1.5 feet taller than the hood.
Oh, dude, like just
So if you would have center punched him, you'd have hit him right at the top of his ribs.
God.
like look at the size of
not
that
as far
fucking
as
head,
factor goes.
Just folded it in half.
dude. Look at the size of that fucking head, and that's still a
Dude.
young animal.
Yep.
These things are fucking bigger than they.
Damn.
didn't
Bigger
think.
than
Just through and through.
Yeah.
It's like it tried to jump through the windshield. God
Yeah, dude. This is the common cause of death in Newfoundland.
Yeah.
It's
Well, they're
very
just,
common.
There's been a bunch of them
displacement
up in Alaska too.
Yeah, Alaska area, BC, anywhere we got these. Dude, Alberta is actually really bad for hitting fucking moose as well. And they have mostly deer.
And
Out here they
Alberta's got
sell a lot of
lot of elk too.
Yeah.
They sell a lot of bear spray out here, and they primarily take it to use for moose encounters.
Yeah. Fuck, like I said, man. I'll never forget the one day a guy fired one off when I was up in this place that I call the garden, because I plant a lot of freedom seeds in this area. So I'm hoping they'll sprout and grow into something. But I called it the garden. And I was up there testing out some new parts that I put on a rifle for my buddy. And he fired off this bear popper. And I was like, what the fuck was that? Because it sounded just like a little firework, you know, like a little fucking, what are those, bottle rockets? Sounded like one of those. And then, you know, a few minutes later, they walked up around the path there where I parked, and they were like, oh, yeah, I just fired off a bear popper to, you know, make sure you didn't shoot in this direction. And I was like, that's supposed to scare a bear? Are you fucking serious?
Bear popper.
You might want to upgrade that motherfucker, because none of the bears I know are scared of that.
Yeah, a lot of bears, they get used to hearing rifle shots, and they know there's going to be a gut pile. So they hear a gunshot, they start walking towards it.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah. I just thought it was funny, you know, because, like, yeah, I don't just shoot randomly into the fucking trees, for one. And for two, if you think that fucking bear popper is gonna do anything for you when you come up against an actual bear, you're fucked. I got some bad news for you.
Well, this high school kid that was helping us during the summer, he was up this creek, up this one section, doing some fence repairs, and there was a black bear up there, and it wouldn't leave him alone. He shot at it with a 45, and to scare it, he probably sent off an entire magazine, and the bear didn't give a crap, wouldn't leave, kept dicking around with him.
Yeah, like I said,
I've seen
bears you can.
We were in
fucking
Idaho
scare
one
off.
time. We were in Idaho, and we were actually elk hunting, and my dad had got a new rifle, a new 30-06 Browning, and he's sighting it in, and we were shooting across kind of like this little gravel pit, and there was a creek bottom, and then a big 15-foot high bank. So he's just shooting at little rocks and stuff, just trying to dial this gun in. And I was watching him, and 1 minute there was nothing there, and the next minute he's fired off 2 or 3 rounds, and I look up on the top of that bank about 10 feet above where those bullets were impacting. There was a cow moose standing there completely broadside looking at us, and then he'd crack a shot off, and it would hit the bank, and she just looked down at the dirt flying and just kind of like, huh? I mean, a gunshot was directed right at her, and she was not scared at all.
No, dude. Like I said, you even with bears, like, you can fucking scare off a bear most likely by confronting him, right? Like, if you give him the idea that you're prey, he's gonna treat you like prey. But you start coming after him, and he will actually back off more times than you think.
Right.
Not a grizzly.
No, grizzlies are a bit different. Okay, grizzlies are they know they're the kings of the jungle, so you know that's tougher. But black bears, most common, right? Yeah, dude, you can scare those off. But moose, there is
more
no
people
way
are killed by black bears than grizzlies.
Yeah, you aren't gonna fucking scare a moose though. If he wants to fucking come after you, he or she, they're coming after you.
And they can catch a 10mm.
Yeah, there's no negotiation with that fucking animal. It's coming for you. So you put that fucker down.
Were you talking about females?
Even the females. The males are worse.
Females and
but
males.
The females will charge you as well. They have no problems doing that. But the males,
especially if they have a calf. If they have a calf, it's even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of YouTube videos in Anchorage, and there's a cow moose that this guy walks up on, and there was a calf nearby, and this cow moose basically stood up, put both of her hooves right on top of his shoulders, and drove him into the ground like a nail, and then did a Mexican hat dance on his ass.
Oof.
And that's a YouTube video. You can watch it. That cow got over the top of him, and anytime he would move, she'd stomp him with a hoof. Well, she cut him across the forehead, cut him all the way across. It almost took the scalp off of his head. Yeah, they're pretty interesting. It's like one of those when wild animals attack. Well, this idiot walked up to a cow moose, and when that moose, when I've seen them, when they lay their ears back, that's when
Yeah.
you get the fuck out of there, because that's when they're mad. And those ears come back, and she just went to stomping this guy. And there's nothing, nobody. I mean, people are running up there screaming at him, waving at him.
Yeah.
She just kept stomping him.
Yeah, they're like horses. If you're wondering what a horse is thinking about doing, whether it's scared or gonna fucking actually attack you or bite you, you look at their ears. They'll sweep their ears back if they're gonna bite you.
Yeah,
and that's what they like to do because they're.
It's interesting how a hoofed animal like that is one of the most dangerous animals, you know, within where we all live. And then, you know, over in Africa, you know, you think maybe a lion is the most dangerous animal or something like that.
Elephant.
It's a Cape buffalo.
Hippos.
The hippos.
Yeah, but hippos kill more
It's the
people in
hippo.
Africa than any other animal.
Yep.
I think it's the hippo.
I'm pretty sure
doesn't
it's
the hippo
buffalo.
account for more deaths?
But
Yeah, they do. Hippos kill more people in Africa than lions, hyenas, anything.
Yeah,
Right.
and they look so friendly, but they are vicious fucking powerhouses.
Go up and pet them.
Well, yeah, they don't. They come out of the water at night and they go and graze, and
Hey, brother,
that's
Father
what
Saunders.
gets you.
You,
Is you
walk
walk
up
out.
on them.
You'll walk up on them in the middle of the night, or they'll be walking from a feeding bedding area back to the river, and they can grab you. They got freaking tusks in their mouth that are a foot and a half long, and they got 4 of them. They grab a hold of you, you ain't getting off.
no, they just bite you in hand.
Thank God we don't have
Right.
fucking hippos or lions here.
Well, I've got a few hippos around here, but they're all corn
We've
fed.
got
Corn fed.
Too bad we don't have giraffes. I want a giraffe steak.
I've heard that's pretty good.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah,
It
well, I
sounds
mean,
like they got enough neck meat on them. That'd be interesting.
Quite exotic.
Can you imagine a back strap off one of those things?
Oh man,
Jesus.
Where do you
It
find
has to
the duck-billed platypus?
That's in
Australia.
Australia, yeah.
You going
those
nuts?
things,
All
those
right,
things are
see you in the
poison.
morning.
Or sorry, no, that's. Is it Australia or New Zealand? No, it's
It
Australia.
was, I thought it was
Australia.
Tasmania.
Yeah, they can jack you up pretty good.
They
The
get
platypus, yeah, they like on their rear feet they have like nails sticking out of it. They have like a dew claw type thing
Yeah.
that has venom in it, or venom.
Cowboys go.
It's also a venomous animal.
Cowboy drop.
Yep, Cowboys are up.
The,
Nobody loves us anymore. Everybody left.
the males
Well,
can
somebody
deliver
was
a mega
echoing really
sting
bad.
that causes immediate excruciating pain.
I think it's chaos. Chaos.
What's
Getting
up?
some feedback.
Am I?
I think you're getting some
Chaos
feedback
is
when
echoing.
we talk.
Huh.
But yeah. Oh no, it's fucking strange world we live in, man. But yeah, like I said, I wouldn't fucking hesitate. You fucking come across some of these wild animals, man, and hesitate, you're gonna end up under their fucking hooves or in their bellies.
Yep.
Well, and you don't want to get too close to a wolf den either if they have cubs.
Oh fuck no. See, that's another big one we have up here because they're pack animals, right? And they hunt mostly at night.
And they're
like
sneaky.
even the fucking coyotes last night here, the coyotes must have got at somebody's like chickens or goats or something.
Oh
They
shit.
were just up the road here. They were freaking right the fuck out, and they only act like that when they're hunting something down or they've got something down. Or they ate somebody's dog, which is not uncommon either.
Some of the
There's like-
coyotes out here are monsters, dude.
Yeah, they can get fucking pretty big, but our wolves up north are fucking much bigger.
Oh, I'm sure they're like what, 220 pounds,
Yeah, dude, they're like small bears. They're small bears.
and
black
they
bears.
got long ass legs too.
They have paws that are as big as my fucking hand can stretch out.
Yeah, video doesn't do them justice.
I mean,
Have you guys seen any of those? There was a special they did. I think it was up in Michigan. They think that the wolves and coyotes are breeding,
yeah.
and they
Outlaw.
have what it's called a coil. They call them coil wolves.
Yeah.
and they
Yeah,
look
that's-
just like a giant coyote. I mean, they don't look like a wolf; they just look like a huge, enormous coyote. And one of them attacked a gal, like a 90-pound woman, and killed her.
Jesus.
Remember, there was a Canadian singer, some girl that was a pop singer or something. Didn't she get killed up in Canada by a? They said it was a coyote.
It's possible. Like I said,
Or
up
couple
here,
coyotes.
if you're going out camping, right, and you even fucking think that there's fucking wolves or coyotes around you, get your fire
GTFO.
going. Get your fire going as big as you can, and just start fucking looking in a circle, man, because they're
Yeah.
fucking getting around you. You plug every fucking thing you see moving. Don't
It was-
stop until you're fucking out of ammo.
It was a Canadian folk singer named Taylor Mitchell.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
am I related to her?
I don't know.
Well, not anymore. She's
Not anymore.
Yeah,
coyote.
she's kind
There's
of
brother Doug. Doug's figuring it out.
Yeah, my computer's being jacked up again, so if I drop off, I'll probably be in the chat. But thanks, Chris.
Did you
No
finally
worries, man.
sober up?
I sobered enough long enough to drink again.
There you go.
See, that's all that
Yeah.
counts.
That's-
At least you're not a quitter.
That's all that matters.
No.
But yeah, man, like fucking wolves are not to be fucked with. And like I said, I think I haven't watched the movie, but a lot of people, like when I lived in the States, they asked about this movie called The Gray, and I haven't watched it yet, but if it has something to do with wolves, obviously.
Yeah, a bunch of people are attacked by a pack of wolves.
Yeah, worst case scenario, whatever you can think of when it comes to a fucking pack of wolves, it's true. Worst case scenario, they will fucking eat your ass, hunt you down for days. You can take out half a fucking pack, and the other half will fucking stalk you for 2 days and wait for you to go to sleep and fucking come eat your ass. They're fucked.
vindictive.
Yeah,
I
they're
wonder
fucked,
what
man.
wolfback traps taste like.
They're like chimps. Joe Rogan was talking about a story where a guy had donated or given a monkey to a research thing. He brought in a cake, and all the other monkeys got pissed off and broke out and ripped him to pieces.
Yeah, monkeys can be fucking vicious animals, dude. They hunt down other smaller monkeys all the time.
Those chimps and those bonobos, they'll
Oh yeah,
they'll
they're cannibals.
the first thing they do when they attack another male from another tribe is they tear your junk off.
Yep.
So you're not a breeding rival.
They rip off all the appendages that you deem valuable.
Yeah, so they'll bite your
fingers
twig and berries off. They'll
Fingers, bite your
fingers
dick off. They'll rip your face off.
Yeah, they did that to that one lady. Ripped her face
Yeah,
off.
They ate her face off. I remember that.
Well,
that was a long time ago too.
Yeah, wasn't that in the early 2000s?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
The
I was a teenager.
Last time I heard of somebody just getting their head eaten off was a logger that actually got pinned by a tree that he fell, and a bear ate his skull.
Wow, man, what a way to
That
go,
would
man.
suck.
Yeah. Like
Fucking double whammy.
Yeah, no, these bears, they didn't just peel the skin and stuff off his face. They crushed up the whole fucking skull and ate the fucking skull. So,
Yeah, that's not some head that you would want to get.
No. But just think about it. This was like probably only one or two small black bears, and they can crush a human skull to bits and fucking chew it up. So
the jaw strength they have is crazy. And all these liberals in all these places think, oh, it's such a wise idea. We got to reintroduce wolves.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
And then you end up having all the issues that come right along with it.
Yeah.
They have wolves coming in out of Canada into Post Falls, Idaho, and Coeur d'Alene, Lake Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. There are timber wolves coming in from Canada, from BC.
Nope.
And Alberta.
Zacharias sent me a link from the Gray here. Let's see what this has to do with anything on that. Let me share it when I figure out what I'm fucking doing here.
Are you guys familiar with Peter Hathaway Capstick? He was a basically like a game warden back in the day in Africa, and he hunted the big five. Like if they were problem animals that were killing, tribes people or people in the village. Are you guys familiar with him at all?
Yeah, he hunted those two man-killing lions, right?
Yeah, lions, leopards, black rhinos, elephants, and Cape buffalo, I believe, was his forte.
Didn't he go after cats in Central and South America too?
I'm not sure about that, dude. I was late teens, early 20s when I read his books. But
Yeah, it's the same guy. I think he said the scariest animal that he's ever had to go after are the black panthers in the jungle. He said they are probably one of the scariest animals to have to deal with.
Well, they're fucking perfect predators, right?
Yeah.
I remember he talked about too about that these air quotes problem animals that were attacking humans, they were defective, like they were missing teeth on one side, or something happened to them, and human prey became easier. So,
Hey, Angler.
Yes, sir.
Right here. Death in the Silent Places.
Yes, sir.
By Peter Hathaway Capstick.
Yep.
Nice.
Good book, man.
Let's see what this.
Yeah, it's all about. It's all about. He also authored Death in the Long Grass, which was talking about hunting. I think the Cape buffalo and all that, and the plains game.
Yep.
Let's see what this clip's all about, because I haven't seen this movie yet.
All right.
It's Liam Neeson. He's a nice anti-gun grabber, but every movie he's in, he's got guns and he shoots people. Isn't that ironic?
Yeah.
That is ironic. Hopefully they get to some action here.
No, no. A slow start. You know how Liam Neeson movies go. His wife or daughter's kidnapped or murdered, and he goes on a
Drinking spree.
Drinking. He gets drunk, and then he goes on a murder spree.
His wife was kidnapped by a pack of wolves. His daughter was sold into wolf sex slavery.
And then he becomes one with the wolves and takes over and kills them all.
Then he goes and dances with wolves.
He needs another shot. Oh, he puts it down. Quitter.
I have skills.
I'm drunk. I'm gonna go poach a deer.
He looks like he could be related to Kevin Costner.
He looks like Costner right there.
Just goddamn respect. That's Liam Neeson, damn it.
You better be careful. He's going to use his special set of skills to hunt you down.
Oh, fuck my life.
He's going to touch your no-no square.
Oh, no.
That's basically where I live, guys. So.
He's got special skills. Computer hacking skills, nunchuck skills.
He's going to take his whole fist and cram it up your ass and work you like the puppet.
Yeah, no,
That's like Emmanuel Macron.
We actually, we on the oil rigs and stuff, and when it comes to the oil industry up in the north, we do have people that come to just fucking protect people from wild animals. Or they'll give the guys in the crews guns.
It's a good thing he's wearing tactical gloves with armored knuckles in case he has to go fisticuffs with a wolf.
I've never done it, but I fully fucking expect it.
Let's go, Wolfie. Let's do this.
I fucking
Come
fully
on.
expect that
I'm
to
gonna go
happen.
Bruce Lee, bitch.
There's a guy that survived a bear attack by jamming his arm down its throat.
Yeah.
I mean, what better way to get it off of you than choke that motherfucker?
I'd reach down and grab his nuts from inside the sack.
And I've actually heard you could do that with dogs and shit too. Like if you're about to get bit, you just cram your hand down their throat and it stops. Like with pit bulls and shit, you just cram your hand down their throat.
Yeah, you're gonna get bit, but they don't like having a fist down their throat.
Nope. It's gonna hurt like hell too, but
always having a reflective moment.
Is this the movie where he gets lost in the woods going after the whole pack and he ends up dying in the end?
I have no idea. I never watched it, but you just spoiler warnings there.
Fucking spoiler alerts, man. Goddamn.
I used to do nothing but watch movies. I haven't watched movies in years, so I don't remember shit.
So is he just upset about killing the wolf?
No, I think it's something about his wife dying.
Oh.
Came out in 2011.
Oh
yeah,
no! Don't do it.
Gonna eat
he's
his
gonna
own.
suck start it.
Yeah. After their plane crashes in Alaska, 6 oil workers are led by a skilled huntsman to survival, but a pack of merciless wolves hunts their every step.
I might have to watch it to see how accurate it is. Maybe I'll ask Billy to do it.
Hey, Chris, you're in Canada. Have you ever heard of a movie or seen a movie called Rampage that's based on a true story?
I don't think I've heard of it, no.
I've heard of that movie, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
Is this the one of there's two Rampage. There's one with Dwayne The Rock Johnson and a giant gorilla, but I think the one you're talking about is the guy that goes out on a shooting spree and like bank
and he gets away
robberies and
with it.
frames
Yeah.
his buddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the movie.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, it's based on a true story.
Adam from StreamYard. You have any exciting?
No shit. I didn't know that.
Boy,
Now
it's
you're gonna get a
popular, the
copyright
gorilla
strike,
and
Mitchell.
rock.
Yeah, no shit.
Hardcore.
Oh, that's the end of it.
All right, we go. Oh wait, that's a video game.
Yep. Warning, heads up. We detected copyright, audio, video, blah, blah,
Woo! Bam.
Fuck you, YouTube.
Look at Flanders Bales and look where the hell I'm at.
There you go. There you go.
Every time.
Angler's
Strategic
in
move.
the middle spot.
I'm used to it. I'll be all right.
Okay, so this movie came out in 2009, and the synopsis: a man with a thirst for revenge builds a full body armor from Kevlar and goes on a killing spree.
Yep.
And he builds a remote control van that he drives into the cop shop and blows it up.
Oh shit!
Sounds like a.
Looks like there's a few different renditions. There's another one called Rampage President Down. Then there's another one called Rampage Capital Punishment. Then there's Assault on Wall Street, an attack on Darfur.
Oh, Sly Stallone had to put out another Rambo movie because his chick said we're divorcing.
Oh, that's right. He is getting divorced.
Because you're broke, bitch. I spent all your money.
So,
thing about that is
why? I thought we did it.
The one he shot in that movie was pretty small.
Yeah.
Stallone is older than any of the POWs that would be around. They're all passed away.
Yeah, exactly.
He can't go to Vietnam. There ain't going to be nobody left because he's older than they ever got to be.
I watched it. It's Last Blood. It's on Netflix, and I'm like, "What's going on here? What's this about?"
Holy fuck, they got quite the fucking pack there.
Yeah, I think he's about 74, 75.
And it's funny, the dude that used them as a research for the whole alpha and beta dichotomy, he ended up coming back in the later on and putting out that they were a hierarchical structure more than the alpha beta thing.
Hey Mitchell, there's a couple of guys on YouTube that hunt wolves in Idaho and Montana, and that one guy gets about 7 tags a year, and he does full length hunts, or he'll do videos on it and stuff. And I can't remember his name. There's 2 guys that I've seen, but if you look up wolf hunting on YouTube, you can see these guys, and they're out of western Montana and like north panhandle of Idaho.
Okay,
got some pretty good videos.
Well, like
I can get wolf, bear, and lion tags out here, no problem too.
Yeah, the guys hunt them up here too. It's just that mostly it's considered a pest, right? Just like the the coyotes. Like the coyotes are fine with people for the most part. They're all around our farm areas here, where If you get even a lone wolf coming down here, people fucking panic. Like they panic.
Yeah, they're considered varmints.
Yeah, out here that you see a wolf, you kill a wolf.
Yeah, the coyotes we deal with all the time, right? But if you see a fucking report go up in the community forum that there was a wolf spotted on whatever fucking street, everybody goes into panic mode, man, and the fucking guns come out. Everybody's fucking looking for that bastard.
Generally, where one is, there's generally tends to be others.
Well, if there was a pack, you'd have fucking probably a group of people that would get together to try to hunt them down.
Yeah, because they'll go through and they'll kill an entire herd of cattle just to kill them.
Yeah. And people are not off their fucking list, dude.
Or sheep. They'll go through and
Yeah,
pick out
sheep.
sheep like nobody's business.
Yeah, and like I said, man, people do have kids out here. You know, we got lone farms where there's one or two people on the farm that even a couple of wolves, you know, will fucking absolutely fucking take them out, and before they can even get a fucking phone call off, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you treat wolves very seriously. Like I'm more worried about probably wolves coming down here than I am about fucking bears or mountain lions or fucking bobcats, anything like that.
How
But
about Sam Squatches?
Yeah, Sam Squamch. Well, you know, he's a national treasure. But if Scott and Ike come up to visit, we are going to hunt them down and, you know, document everything, right?
Same Squatch.
Sam Squanch, fucking Bubbles. Dude, that was a great fucking TV.
That you can't. Yeah,
that's a national Canadian treasure. I don't.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Try being ultimately fucked up and watching that Trailer Park Boys for the first time, and so you're like, "What the fuck?"
Zachariah, silverback. So you mean like silverback gorillas? We don't have gorillas. Fucking thank God.
Not here in America, God no.
Thank God we don't have gorillas.
I don't know. I've seen some hippos in Nebraska. I think
I've seen some chicks. I was getting ready to say.
Is he? Oh, he's in the private shot. Okay.
Yeah, Zachariah, you're muted, bro.
I've seen them in dance clubs. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, we've all seen those hippos.
Well, I'm more gorilla. It was more gorilla.
Wrestle one. That thing will own your ass, dude. Those things are like. Yeah, they're like Super Saiyan compared to us.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try.
No, I wouldn't either. That thing would
know what?
It'd flick me and that would be it. I'd be like, nope, I'm done. I'm done. Half of me's missing from that. Nope, I'm done.
I'm getting as far away from a silverback gorilla as I fucking possibly can.
That thing.
Because I know my reload time ain't that great.
You know? Actually, when I was a little kid, I went to this.
Go ahead.
When I was a little kid, I went to the zoo one time, and they had a silverback gorilla in there. I don't know what it was, but as soon as I walked into where his enclosure was in the glass, he came run up to the glass, started pounding on the glass. And when I ran out screaming. I was a little kid, scared the shit out of me. And when I left, he calmed down.
Laughing.
And then I came in again. He did the exact same thing.
Yeah, they just do it to scare people and fuck with people.
Yeah,
he scared the crap out of me for being a little kid, man.
I'm still pissed what they did to my cousin Harambe. I'm still butthurt about him. That kid fell into that enclosure and they shot my cousin Harambe.
Oh, was that the name? Was that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no shit. Just didn't fuck with the kid and they shot him anyway.
Yeah, like fucking, that was the worst fucking idea you ever fucking had.
Yeah, that was a PR thing from hell, you know.
It would have to be the link I just posted would have to be one of the most uncomfortable positions. It's a monkey that basically kidnapped a kid and is forcing that kid to play with it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's some fucked up shit.
Oh my God. Just, the mom's trying to get the kid away and the monkey's like, nah, bitch. Grabs the kid's hand, takes it from her. Oh my God.
Let's go play with these toys over here. You like climbing? Climb up. Hang on to my back. Anyway, gents, I'm going to shut down the live stream here because We're going on almost 3 hours, and me
Has
butt's
it been
getting
that
sore.
fucking long?
Pretty
Wow.
close.
Good grief.
2 hours and 40 minutes.
Close, yeah.
But I'm going to drop the link, and you guys can absolutely join the chat in the back room and say what you want freely, you know. That's no problem. But I want to thank everybody for coming, everybody who's helped out with the Halloween event. I appreciate it very much. And hopefully we will definitely get a stream up for you guys on that night. And again, God bless our brother Vincent wherever he is, and all the other good brothers we've lost.
Yep. That was a year ago today.
What can I say, man? Nothing we can do can bring them back. The best we can do is keep spreading their message and keeping their memory alive the best we can.
Yeah, well, we're all going to end up in the same place one day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, gents. Thank you all. And like I said, if you want to join the back chat, feel free to jump into the link, but we're going to shut down the live stream right here.
Y'all
Good
might
night,
be going to the same place. I'm gonna be driving the short bus back and forth from hell to here to pick everybody up. So
our new ferryman will be Chaos.
I'll have that shit taken over and ready for when y'all get down there.
Sweet.
I'm
Hey,
not
Mitchell,
going to hell.
your stream's still going.
I know. I was letting them finish.
Oh, okay.
I'm not on my way to hell, Chaos.
Oh yeah, Doug's one of our holy men.
Yeah, and I think everybody here is holy as well. But you know,
I say it
anyhow.
jokingly. I know.
Are you flirting with us?
Oh no, I'm not.
He's just being
All right,
nice.
Let's shut it down. We're shutting it down. Good night.
All right.